Good day to you, everyone, and welcome on in. Welcome back to Random Rosters. Sorry about last week's whole debacle. I don't know what causes the problem. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. Hold on. It has been the last couple of days of making content have not been great. I haven't been feeling super well, so that's kind of like doubled down on my own misery. Last week, goofed up, accidentally re-recorded like nearly the entirety, or I think the entirety of week number 13. Which I had already posted. So I made a little update video. And then this week, oddly enough, I've been having audio problems. So hopefully this one's fine. But it's literally the same problem that I had going into week number 13, where I'm like, I might have to save this into a different slot. I won't, or maybe I will, and I'll just double check the audio after and make sure that it gets saved correctly. Either way, I apologize for the delay. What's the worst part about it is that it's actually a very exciting week of football action for us. And, yeah, so with me a little under the weather, I don't quite have the vocal chops that I normally do, the vocal, stamina. That's the word, stamina. So might be a little bit quieter in this one, but I'll try my best to commentate through all the games like I normally do every Tuesday here on the channel. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Random Rosters, very simple concept. We run a fantasy draft at the beginning of the season, and we just kind of see what happens if the NFL, I guess, got reset for the season. We are in ESPN NFL Primetime 2002, which is covering the 2001-2002 season. We're on week number 14. There are 13 other videos that you're welcome to watch. They'll be in a playlist at the end of this video, or you can check the main page and you'll find it there as part of its own separate like little chunk. And you can watch all the other seasons as well. This is season number 5. You don't need to know anything about anything prior, just this season. It's a fresh jumping on point every single time. So yeah, if that sounds good, subscribe, ring the bell. Thanks so much for hanging out. Now, you might think, Sean, you're a diehard Packers fan over here, okay? You're a huge Packers fan. You love the color green. You're super tall, very attractive, and obviously you're going to want to watch Chicago play Green Bay. I'm not actually going to want that. I found 4 games that are actually more interesting than Bears-Packers, which is the oldest rivalry in the history of the NFL. And typically, I do feature both of these games throughout the season. There have been a couple of times where we get to this part of the season where it's like both teams are like kind of in their set ways. But the AFC West is very interesting, and the AFC Central is very interesting. And we're going to feature some of those teams today. But first, we're actually going to start in the NFC East, and we are going to go to Dallas to check out the Cowboys taking on the Giants. We'll pop over here real quick just to give you an idea of what we're looking at standings-wise, because it has been an extra week. Giants, 7-5, they lead the division. Cowboys, 6-6. They're just ahead of Washington. Now, typically what happens is the Cowboys run the division. They've won 3 of the 4 division titles. Washington won 1 in Madden 2003, I want to say. So it's nice to see the Giants in there. We could see like a new team in the playoff format, which would be good. Both teams kind of in this little cluster here of 6-6. Well, not both teams, but like both teams could be in this kind of weird cluster where one makes it, one doesn't make the playoffs in a wild card spot. The Rams are the 1. The Falcons are like the 4 because they don't lead their division. The Packers would be the 2. The Giants right now would be the 3. Falcons 4. Vikings 5. Bucks 6. And the Cowboys just kind of on the outside looking in, but they can get some help from some games later today. Speaking of games later today, we're going to head over to the state of Minnesota, I guess. Minnesota taking on Tennessee. Both of these teams 6-6, and they're both in the thick of the playoff race. We just looked at Minnesota. They're in that bunch. They're right now in that 5 spot. In the AFC side, I have not been coughing this much, like, at all. And now all of a sudden it's here. The Tennessee Titans are actually out of the playoffs right now. Titans, sorry about that. Titans out of the playoffs right now, so they need a victory because of the AFC West putting like 3 or 4 teams into contention in the wild card or in the playoff picture. That makes today's game very important for the Tennessee Titans, who would need some help. The Ravens don't actually play today. They're bunched up in this group of 4 that are 6-6 in the AFC Central. This division's always wild, but they're not going to get any help from the Ravens today because the Ravens are on a bye. Then we're going to take a look at a bunch of AFC West teams. What is happening? Okay, we're back. Sorry, I don't know what is going on here. We're going to be taking a look at a bunch of AFC West teams because this is actually the most interesting division in the league right now. The Chiefs, the Seahawks, the Raiders, and the Broncos all are in the playoff picture. The Broncos tie right now is saving them, and they play the Seahawks, a team that they tied with earlier this season. So this is going to be a very interesting week here. Kansas City plays Oakland, Seattle in Denver. We could see that division start to really bunch up. We could see the Raiders pick up their 8th win. We could see the Broncos pick up their 7th win and really mash that together. So that's going to be the final 2 games. Kansas City taking on Oakland, and then Seattle in Denver to round out the week. So let's get over to Dallas. Let's hang out over there and hope that everything is working on my end. We're going to go to game 1 of 4. We're going to simulate. It's like the Falcons maybe got a victory. The Patriots maybe a loss there. That's big. That's a big deal. If the Patriots get a loss, that's a big deal for the AFC East.
Live from Irving, Texas, it's an NFL primetime matchup on ESPN.
I don't know that I got it. Oh, I don't know that I got it. Oh, that's the calculator.
Tom, how do you assess today's game?
The Dallas Cowboys entered the game in second place.
Why did you tweak things?
Offensively, they're currently ranked.
Just leave it alone for people like me who don't understand how changes work. I'm old now.
Overall. Meanwhile, the New York Giants come into this game leading the NFC East. Offensively, they are the best in the NFL passing the football, while their running game ranks 14th overall.
Thanks, Tom.
The field condition is so good down there, some players have gone to the shortest cleats they can find.
Well, they're also in a dome, but okay.
The Giants.
So we'll make sure to save our work early this time. Literally could have saved myself all that heartache last week if I had just saved the picture first.
Memorable game.
Brought down by Colvin. First and 10.
Always check your work, kids. Save early, save often. That way you don't waste 2 hours and change of your life.
Pass play. Good coverage. Incomplete.
Also, if you save in the same slot, if you save in like a particular slot, like save slot 1 or 3 or whatever, be consistent and don't like change it like you're going to remember in a week. You're not. You're just not going to. Going with a draw here, and that is blown up in the backfield. Nice play by Dallas. Bryant Young picking up his first tackle of the game. A win here by Dallas would give them a tie for first place in the NFC East and help their playoff positioning a little bit. They could use a little bit of help from Tennessee. And then the AFC West is just an absolute mess right now. So that is a very quick 3 and out. They lose 3 yards total, and it is a punting situation. Returned from the midfield star, and he'll get a run back of about 8 yards, which is usually what we see. And Dallas will have excellent starting field position off of a pretty poor punt from the Giants. So first and 10 at the 4:20 mark in quarter number 1. The Dallas Cowboys, actually, they play tonight. I'm recording this video earlier than I normally do.
He fakes the handoff. Caught.
They have to start by being able to establish one phase of their
Is that Michael Pittman? It is 1 catch, 8 yards, 1 yak. And they'll give him 8 yards, but they'll say it's second down and 1. Dallas Cowboys playing later tonight. They're playing the Chargers tonight on Monday Night Football. I have today off when I usually work on Monday, so normally I've been recording these at like 8:30 or 9 at night. Today I get the opportunity to record at like 11:30 in the morning, which is delightful. 3rd down and 1. Going to drop back. Deep pass, intercepted in the end zone.
Stop by Morris. That's his first interception thrown today. Giants ball.
It makes total sense that I would goof up the recording previously, have 2 days off that I would like use to try and even get ahead on some of this content, and then be sick. A nice interception starts him at the 20-yard line, and that's a big 7-yard run, setting up 2nd down and 3. Really bad throw by the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, who is number 11, but it's not who I think it is. And I can't remember who it is. It's like Brad Johnson or something weird. 2nd down and 3, going with a run. They're going to try the left side, tries to find some room, wiggles out of a defender's tackle, and he'll pick up a yard. Nate Wayne, tackle number 1. He played for Green Bay.
3rd down and 2 for the first.
3rd down and 2 coming up.
Man in the slot. Running play.
Running play off the left side. He'll get more than enough. Klein Saucer. Oh, dynamite last name there. Picks up the first down of the game. I believe that 3rd down for Dallas. Yeah, it was a 3rd and 1 for Dallas. He threw. I don't love the deep pass on 3rd and 1. I mean, I guess it makes more sense in the context of today's game where you can have the brotherly shove and stuff like that on a 4th and 1, but I just don't. I don't love the deep shot there. 2nd down and 9 following the 1-yard gain.
The Giants send a man in motion. Ball to Gary.
And that is, that's not even really like a good tackle or a good play. That's just the game being wonky and having really weird tackle boxes, or I should say player hit boxes that slow them down. 3rd down and 10, throws to the far sideline off the hands of the defender, and it is incomplete. Take a look at the defensive line for the Dallas Cowboys. So the Giants will punt the ball away again, this time from the 35-yard line. He only punted it 35 yards last time. So he'll punt this over to the 70-yard line. Tries to run from the first defender, but runs right into the second defender, and that is all he will get. I think it's going to be the 35 to about the 35. Bill Romanowski on the defense for the Giants. Yeah, Champ Bailey as well. 33-yard line. Pittman tries to find some room on the right side, but John Browning is there to knock him down for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Just nowhere to go. Really nice defensive play by the Giants. Quick pass to the short side, or near sideline, I should say. And that'll go out to Sylvester Morris, who gets 1 catch for 2 yards. And they give him 5 yak. The stats are so weird in this game. I kind of love it. 3rd and 10, floated pass over the middle of the field. That should have been picked. If this were most other football games around this time, that probably would have been intercepted by a defender. Tipped into the air. There were 3 other white jerseys in the area. And only one of those, I forget what they call Dallas. I think it's like poop stained blue or something like that.
They collapsed on the returner as soon as he caught the ball.
You got that right, Chris. Those guys were flying down the field on that play.
Defensive struggle here. To be expected. This is the NFC East football. That's what you like.
Looking to throw.
Kitna, deep throw down the sideline. He'll find a receiver, and they'll be in Dallas territory. That is like quadruple the number of yards they had previously. It's actually a pretty nice throw. I forgot that John Kitna was the quarterback of the New York Giants. And he found a nice spot in between two defenders to get a big chunk play inside the 40. John Kitna played for Seattle for a while.
Shows a 4-3. Pass play.
Ooh, that was another catch. Wow, I thought that the defender would get in there to either break up the pass or just kind of bat it away. One of those tackles that jars the ball loose. But another nice throw by Kitna. Finds, I believe it's Klein Saucer out of the backfield. And a couple of nice chunk plays has them in the red zone as the first quarter winds to a close.
The pitch to Gary. Nowhere to run.
Running game can't really get a whole lot going. They try to stretch it to the outside. Those plays don't work super well in this game. And you can see it there when they lose 5 yards.
Score at the end of the first quarter. Tie ball game. The Cowboys, nothing. Giants, nothing. Second down.
So second down and 15, that knocks them out of the red zone back to the 22-yard line. Under center, he's going to pitch to the outside again, and he's drilled at the backfield for a bigger loss. I mean, that is exactly what you're talking about. For whatever reason, the defensive end is able to get off the line super quick, and the blocking just isn't correct at all. So they had 1st and 10 at like the 17-yard line, 16, 17-yard line. They have 3rd and 23 at the 29. It's a floated pass. And that'll actually, oh, it looks like a penalty. They're going to call a pass interference on the defense. I think I pointed the wrong way. I'm going to angle myself. Wow. He came down with the ball, too. First down.
With that last call by the ref, and I think rightfully so.
Wow.
10 at the 13-yard line.
So the Giants get bailed out of a 3rd and 23 because of a pass interference penalty. They're going to go toward the sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Immediately making them pay. Gary in the end zone dancing as he picks up 6 points for his team. It's a weird way to say that. Picked up 13 yards.
The extra point attempt by Christie.
So it just took 2 absolutely garbage drives for the Giants to get into a rhythm. A couple of big plays. Obviously the penalty is huge. They're still probably going to come away with points on that drive. It's just instead it's a field goal game rather than a touchdown game.
Lightning striking again, Christie. The kickoff. Tackled by Romanowski.
Chris, are you okay?
10 to go.
Lightning striking again, Christie. First down and 10. Just outside the 20 at the 22. They're going to try a little swing pass. Worked for the Giants to score the touchdown, but the Giants saw what the Cowboys were doing. Drop them for a loss of 4. Going with a draw play up the middle, and again, just kind of the hitboxes collide there. John Browning was in good position. I don't think he's going to get a lot there, but it just didn't. Not only did the players not clear, but their hitboxes didn't clear, so he wasn't able to get momentum to try and slip out of a tackle. 3rd and 14. They're going to convert. That's a first down at the 33-yard line. Dennis Northcutt coming up with a big play on the far sideline. It's like an I formation here. 2 receivers split out up top. They're going out of the backfield yet again. Nice throw. Running back. Running back on a linebacker. That is an advantage for the offense. 2nd down and 3. Johnson drops back and fires over the middle, finds a receiver in between a couple of defenders, and they're out near midfield. Richie Anderson's 3rd grab of the day. 3 catches, 11 yards, a long of 8.
With under 3 minutes to go in the half. Johnson.
It is 1st and 10. They're going to float it out to the side again, and again, the Giants all over it. Going to drop him for a loss of 3.
2nd and 13. Pull back to the strong side.
So they're trying to get the running backs involved as receivers, but they're just not doing a good job at finding them space to work with.
Handoff to
Johnson tries to find some room, but that was blown up immediately.
But if your line can't
This defensive line looking really good for the Giants. That's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 14. We'll see if the Giants can come up big on a 3rd and 14 again.
man in motion.
Or excuse me, if they can, or the Cowboys can come up big on a 3rd and 14. Ooh, they are close, but it's not going to be enough. 4th and 1. And they're going to go for it. I love it. 4th and 1 at the 2-minute warning.
Running play.
Going with a run play, and it finally works for him. They had been getting blown up at the line of scrimmage
Gets the first down.
most of this drive trying to get the running game going. And of course, on a 4th and 1, when you have to have it, the offensive line provides a big lane for the Dallas Cowboys running back Michael Pittman, and he finds all kinds of room. Johnson throws. That's a 12-yard gain out to the 24-yard line. Joe Jaravicius, a couple of great last names in this game.
1st and 10.
Klein Saucer, Jaravicius.
For the Cowboys.
First and 10. Pitch to the outside. Nothing doing there. Well read by the Giants
Brian
defense.
Urlacher is one of the fastest linebackers in the NFL.
2nd and 10. 4-3 defense for the Giants. Johnson, quick drop. An 11-yard pass.
Johnson finds the palm of his receiver. Northcutt's second catch of the day. The pass that very easily could have been tipped or picked off if it's just a little bit too far. Finds the receiver's hand. And it's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown. Okay. Teams decided, you know what, second quarter, we're going to really get our act together. We're going to figure out how to play football. One of the rare times we actually see a good jump timing from the receiver or the defender. Usually they are way early. Kick is up. The kick is good. We are all knotted up at 7 with 43 seconds to go here in the second quarter. A couple of long, efficient drives from both teams. Big 3rd down conversions. A couple of times, obviously the Giants helped with the penalty. And the 4th and 1, a monster conversion. Not only in context of keeping the drive alive, but the amount of yards that they were able to pick up. So 1st down and 10, under center. They're going to go with a handoff. Left side finds a bunch of room. They'll find 11 or 12 yards.
A 10-yard run.
And it looks like they're going to be content to just kind of run this clock out. I'm a little surprised that that's the answer with how good their drive was last time. Play action pass down the left sideline. Nothing doing there. Antoine Edwards with an excellent pass defense right there.
He had no business trying to thread that needle.
Ooh, number 51 was right there. Oh, he was right there to get that tipped or picked or something. Actually, the best result for the Cowboys defense there was allow the completion, tackle him immediately, and burn a timeout. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Hold on. Let me rethink that. An incomplete pass would have been just as effective. As soon as I started saying that, I was like, you're wrong. That's incorrect. For the Giants, it's probably okay. At least it makes Dallas burn a timeout. This game has, if you've been watching for a while, or maybe this is your first episode. If it's your first episode, hey, thanks for watching. Welcome in. This game has, like, great and horrendous clock management. It's very weird. Going to go 1st and 10, right to the sideline. That is the good clock management aspect of it. The receivers do run toward the sideline when in certain situations it's really a positive. It gets weird on like kickoff returns or punt returns where they just run out of bounds for like no reason. And there have been a couple of times where they've called timeouts after that. Johnson, big bomb. This is the play that we usually see. It's caught, touchdown. Jaravicius for 6.
Nice play call. They knew just who to go to and what play to call.
What a play. We see this a lot at the end of the half. Basically, they run one specific play, and it's been working more frequently over the last several weeks. And the Dallas Cowboys, with 2 touchdowns, both teams 1 for 4 on third down conversions, by the way. The Dallas Cowboys score 14 points in the final minute, I guess, 40 seconds or so of the half, and they have a 7-point lead, and they get the ball back.
See if the coaches made any personnel changes at halftime.
Wow. It's like maybe Bill Romanowski on the tackle right at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. They'll give it to him actually at the 21-yard line. Johnson throws to the left side into double coverage and comes up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 4:53 to go here in the third quarter. Oh, I saw it before I could call it. That's a false start on the offense. That way, I think. It's like just enough at an angle that I like it ruins my brain. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand the concept.
Pro set, 2 tight ends for Dallas. Johnson looking to throw.
Boom, it looked like it was going to be a catch. I just can't see how he dropped it.
Johnson, quick drop. That's his first pass defended today.
Boom, a good play. Instead of going for the interception, you knock it down.
Tackled at the 48-yard line. Kitten, quick drop.
That is inexcusable.
2nd and 10.
Came back into the room hearing Tom Jackson just go, that is inexcusable.
The quarterback looks to pass. Caught.
Chris, he clearly beat his defender on that play. They better alter their coverage and give more help to his side of the field.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. 3 receivers set for the Giants.
All right, first down and 10 for the Giants, the 25-yard line. Early stages, third quarter. Good job by the Giants defense to come out, make a stop, and get them the ball back with just a touchdown deficit.
You know, Chris, the receiver did all the work.
And the offense doing a good job rewarding that defensive effort by getting inside the red zone and setting themselves up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Ooh, a nice job to break back inside just when we thought that was going to be no gain, maybe a big or a small loss. A bit of a loss. Makes a nice move to at least pick up a couple of yards. Kitna throws, finds a receiver. He dramatically gets tackled. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 2.
Goal at the 2-yard line. The D shows a 4-3. Quarterback drops back.
Quarterback, nice job by Kitna to find the receiver for the touchdown. And we were going to be all knotted up at 14. I actually thought he could have gotten rid of the ball a little bit sooner to try to find the back out of the backfield. But as the play developed, gave him an opportunity to find a receiver in the end zone. As the extra point is up and good.
That'll be 2 extra points today.
With Pie remaining in the third, we're all knotted up at 14. 2 yards deep in the end zone. He'll get it up to the 15, and that is where he will be tackled by Fletcher. 3rd tackle of the day.
10 at the 14-yard line. 4 down linemen on D.
Split backs in the backfield.
Here's the pitch.
Going to go with a pitch to the far sideline. And he'll get tackled. Probably a loss of 3 on the play. Maybe a loss of 4. Champ Bailey with an interception.
Second down and 13 to go. The D shows a 4-3.
22 interception return yards.
Here's the pitch out.
Pitch to the outside.
Around the left
Tries to
corner.
find some room.
4-yard run by Pittman.
So a 4-yard run on 2nd and 12 sets up 3rd and 8.
For the first. The D sets up against the pass. Johnson.
3rd and 8. Johnson steps back in the pocket. Holds on to the ball just a little bit too long. The blocking not great up front. This defensive line for the Giants has been good all day long. And they'll drop him for a sack and a loss of 5. So it'll be a punting situation here for Mitch Berger. 3rd punt of the day. We go back and forth here in this NFC East slugfest. The Giants can give themselves a really good opportunity to take the division here over the next couple of weeks with a victory today, as we are down to the final 3 weeks of the season. The Rams might be like a win and clinch, as they have a decent lead.
At the 35-yard line.
What are we? We're week 14.
Beat the defender to the pass target.
The Rams might need to win 2 more games, or have it coupled with a Falcons loss.
The Giants.
1st and 10, great field position for the Giants, the 36-yard line. Kitna drops back and throws to a leaping receiver near the 20. It'll be a nice reception, and that'll be 1st and 10. Torrey Holt, 5 catches, 92 yards, averaging 18.3 with a long of 38.
Formation in the backfield. Here's the pitch out.
Pitch into the outside, tries to find some room, gets tackled just inside the 20. So 2nd down and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line. Gary with the ball.
Gary on the outside slips a defender's tackle and does a nice job to pick up a big chunk of yards. It's drilled right by the line to gain. 3rd down and short. I'd imagine the Giants would just run it here. And they're going to go with a quarterback sneak. Oh, boy. Oh, what a mess. What a terrible play. It's not entirely the Giants' fault. It's actually a pretty good idea, and it was really well blocked. But it's just that hitbox. The hitboxes are awful in this game. So Christie's going to come out again. This time it's for a field goal. It's up and it's through. Big stop by the Giants. Holds them to 3. It's very possible that this game could be 14-13. But you look at that pass interference penalty that the Giants made the Cowboys pay for immediately, and that's led to the first touchdown.
By First down and 10 to go.
Am I saying his name wrong? It sounded like he said Klein Sasser. I've always said Klein Saucer.
Johnson.
Klein Flying Saucer. That guy. I know it doesn't work if you have another.
It's beautiful when
You gotta have a last name, I guess. Because it just sounded weird. John Klein Saucer.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, the Giants.
I guess if you put the first, does that make sense?
14.
If you go John Klein Flying Saucer, like that. But it could be Sasser.
4 down linemen on D.
In which case, I apologize. It's still a great name, but I said it incorrectly. It's like they've been advertising Disney on Ice. It's like Frozen and Encanto. They're like, in Spokane. And I'm like, oof, that's not how it's Spokane. Can. Like C-A-N, can. Spokane. Spokane. Like, oh, man. It was a game. Oh, yeah, it was MVP 06. They say Gonzaga weird. Like, Gonzaga. And you're like, ooh, that's not what it is. But that's okay, because no one's ever been to Gonzaga before. Because they put them out in farmland. It's like they play in a city.
Johnson looks downfield.
The Cougars kind of play in farmland, but even then they're still in a college town.
1st and 10. The D shows a
It was so wild looking at that. It's just like a corn silo and like a bunch of crops. So I'm like, this is not accurate at all. What is happening in this game?
Pass by Johnson. He's a perfect 6 for 6 passing on this drive.
Great timing on that pass.
Johnson 6 for 6 on this drive. Thank you, Chris Berman, for the update. We're in the fourth quarter, by the way. 17-14 Giants lead. Nice looking drive here by the Cowboys. Johnson, they're going to put it in his hands again. He's going to find nobody. A 2 times commentator curse. I cursed him. Chris Berman cursed him. Second down and 10. Johnson throws to the outside, or to the far sideline. And that's going to be a nice catch for a first down. The 22-yard line. 2 catches for Sylvester Morris. Hasn't really been an effective weapon today, but comes through when he's needed to. Short pass to the outside, well read by the Giants defense. That'll drop him for no gain, maybe a loss of 1. They will give him a loss of 1. So Morris comes up with a big catch with positive yards, and then immediately gets tackled for -1 yards. Oh, Pittman to the outside. Didn't take a great angle. Maybe could have tried to get the pylon there, but this game only has 8 running directions. It's very weird. And I would argue that some of the ESPN games that came later are like a little wonky when you're controlling them. Johnson throws. He's going to find the completion, but short of the line. Goal line, that is. Richie Anderson's 6th catch of the day. And there, look at that. How is that not a touchdown? They're on the goal line. They're snapping the ball from the goal line. Oh, they're going to give him the touchdown. I thought he was going to be short again. How is that not? I was super worried because you look at how far back. They love throwing that play. That's 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage where he receives that ball. The kick is up and the kick is good. So 2:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Dallas back out in front, 21-17.
The return man tries to get underneath it.
He'll run it back from the goal line. He'll get right about to the 20-yard line.
Stiff tackle today. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll call it the 19.
Receiver in the slot for the Giants.
Kitna throws to the outside. Not well blocked.
A 1-yard reception by Holt.
Torrey Holt does get positive yards on the play. Sets up 2nd and 9. Kitna, deep drop and a short pass. Number 22. Oh, a nice move to get upfield. Finds the first down. As the clock winds towards 2 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the 31. Kitna goes with a run. Oh, we found all kinds of room. Oh, what a move. What a run. Even went with the spin move.
These guys need to hold together and pursue the ball better. It looks like they're getting
We have hit the 2-minute warning here. Kitna throws to the near sideline, finds a receiver in double coverage. They're getting Gary very involved in this drive. 5-yard gain sets up 2nd and 5.
They'll take the completion.
Kitna, deep drop, throws over the middle. It's off the hands and incomplete. John Lynch with 1 pass defense. 3rd down and 5.
The Giants send a man in motion.
Kitna throws over the middle. That should have been a pick. That unbelievable that he did not come up with that ball. Now I'm okay with the punt here. I am okay with the punt. I think you try to play the field position game. The coffin corners are a little bit better in this game than in some games that we watch. That wasn't a coffin corner. Really poorly timed example there. And he'll get up. We'll see where they put it. 25-yard line, 24. Maybe you get some yardage loss here. You have 3 timeouts to work with. You try to give yourself a good field position. And they help you out with a pitch. That's going to go for a loss of about 3.
Chris, they still have enough stamina.
They have not taken a timeout. Interesting decision. You figure they'd pop up and call it immediately. Now, New York might get the benefit here if Dallas decides to start kneeling the ball. This is where it's really bad clock management. So we'll see what they do here. Dragging it down to 1 minute.
Down and 13 to go.
No, it looks like it's a regular formation. It's an offset I.
Running play.
No, go with a run. There's the timeout. Would have loved to see you take that about 40 seconds ago, but that's all right. 3rd down and 9. What do the Cowboys have? Oh, they took a knee. Oh, my God.
They have one remaining.
There's no reason. You have to go for the first down in that scenario. That's where the logic just does not make sense. So the Giants are going to get the ball back. It was a really nice punt. They're going to have slightly worse field position than they would have had if they had tried to go for it and failed. Oh, it's Rob Johnson. That's right. I don't know who I was thinking of. Brad Johnson. I think it's who I usually think it was. Oh, man. Quarterback throws to the outside. Pretty bad play. Tick, 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 tick.
Second down.
Time is of the essence here. New York Giants. Kitna takes a snap, throws, and it's going to find the hand of a Dallas defender, Ahmad Plummer. Pass defense there. And it's 3rd down and 7. That's a nice find, a nice completion. I like the timeout there. From the 50. They're going to... Ooh, it's going to be tight. They might be going for that Hail Mary play right here. They're not. They're going to find a completion. Oh, it's going to be tight. I don't think they're going to get it off. Oh, it's going to run out of time. Oh, no. 4, 3, 2, 1. They ran out of time. They friggin' ran out of time because there's no hurry up in this game. Oh, no. The clock management is such a gift and such a curse. Just no semblance of pace or timing or anything. It's just good luck. As soon as when they caught that ball with 16 seconds left or whatever it was, I was like, they're not going to get it. It's over. And they didn't. Because the worst, it's a twofold problem. One, they don't run up to the line quick enough. And 2, they run motion when they do that Hail Mary play. So it takes extra time to get rolling. Man, what a disaster. I love it. Good game. Really good game to start us off today, which is what we're looking for here. We too often don't really have great games.
They are the best in the NFL at stopping the run and 25th when it comes to defending the pass. Meanwhile, the Titans come into this game in 4th place of their division, trying to end.
It's just so funny when it's they clearly needed to throw, they need to stitch lines together, and it's just the tone's just not even close. It's funny. It's funny to me. All right, here we go. A couple of 6-6 teams. The Vikings in a better position in the playoff picture in the NFC. The Titans need a win here because of the AFC West. The AFC West currently, I think, has 4 teams in the playoffs, which is absurd. And the NFC Central teams have not done a great job of solidifying 2 powers to challenge that. Instead, they keep beating each other up. It's kind of like the Pac-10 would do, where you're just oh man, there's really good teams here, but they all play each other throughout the season, and they knock each other out of contention for stuff. Whereas some teams some schools with bigger divisions don't necessarily have to play all of the other teams. So Pac-10 was the best. 9 conference games. Everybody played everybody. It was awesome.
downfield.
Now you have a Big Ten that
An
like has
11-yard
20
pass
teams, and you're
for
like, this is
Testaverde.
Chris,
this is
the
stupid.
receiver did a nice job
This is very
positioning
dumb.
his body on that play.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tennessee with a first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground.
Going to go with a run to the fullback. Again, like, look at those just awful, awful player hitboxes. It's so bad. Second down and 9. Got a yard.
Second down and 9 to go. Testaverde looking to throw.
Chris, they've gone to the air early.
First and 10.
Vinny Testaverde coming up with a big throw there. Sets him up with another first down and 10 from the 44.
Here's the pitch out.
Testaverde with a pitch to the outside. A surprising, that has got to be like a 1 in about 4,000 chance that play actually works. Typically what happens on that play is the D end at the bottom of your screen, right over there. It isn't blocked correctly. He gets around and drops him for a loss of like 6. A gain of like 14 or whatever it was is kind of might genuinely be like unheard of. Big pass interference penalty there on the Vikings. That'll set the Titans up with a first and 10 inside, deeper inside their territory. Oh, is it Dennis Green, the coach for the...
First and 10.
Oh, it would have been. It would have been Dennis Green. I don't know how many timeouts I have left. The coach. Dennis, I don't know how many timeouts I have left, Coach Green. Damn it. I can't get it.
Testaverde.
So Testaverde throws and finds a receiver wide open for 6. Titans score on the opening drive. A nice, efficient drive there.
Chris, and certainly it's a little disappointing to their fans.
Just really bad timing. The defender going up for the tip pass or the interception left the receiver even more open than he already was. And the Tennessee Titans take advantage. 6-0. Extra point is up. Extra point is good.
That's his first extra point today.
Ryan Longwell knocks it through. 7-0 Tennessee.
Here's the kick.
Early stages of this game here. Inside the 5, up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. I don't believe we have seen a kickoff return for a touchdown. We have seen one punt return for a touchdown. And I don't think we've really seen any other scores like defensive or special team scores, which is interesting because when we look at the primetime players, they're like, oh yeah, 2 interception returns for a touchdown. Like, what game was that? We should have watched that game. The ref gets obliterated. As we take a look at the backs and receivers for the Minnesota Vikings, 2nd and 10 following the incompletion. Green Bay Packers leading the NFC North at the moment. It is a pretty tight race.
Here's the run.
It'd be a good opportunity for the Vikings to establish themselves, or to put themselves in a better spot, better contention as we move through the remainder of this week and the season. Green Bay's been pretty dominant throughout the seasons, or throughout the series that we've done here. Deep pass. Oh my goodness, he's free and clear. Another defensive misplay. This time it's on the Titans. And Tim Brown in for 6. 81, you see all the taped up fingers. I go, Tim Brown. 1, 2, 3. Look like all 4 defensive linemen were flat on their behinds. You saw the misplay there. And just nobody within 15 yards. Maybe even more. And it is a 7-6 game. We're getting some good offense here in this one. Some good offense, some efficient offense. And a good game. Good games.
It's good. That's his first extra point today.
Paul Ettinger? Ettinger? From inside the 5, he'll take it up to the 22-yard line or so. And that is where the Titans will take over for their second possession of the game. They're going to call it the 21-yard line. I know. Okay, I got you. The 21. I'm on it. Ooh, nice run by Jamal Lewis there.
Beckett.
You can watch me struggle with removing notifications on my phone.
Second down and 2 to go.
Spider-Man 2 reviews are out now. Seems like I only saw the one quick review from Kinda Funny, but
Handoff. No, it's a pass.
Testaverde with a play action pass. He throws an interception. He got hit immediately after the throw. A nice job by the defense to step in front of the receiver and pick that ball off. We see a lot of batted balls in scenarios like that. You saw it at the end of the Dallas-New York game
Looking to throw.
where a defender had like the best opportunity. Touchdown. No, he's short. How is that not a score?
A 33-yard pass.
The middle linebacker in the Dallas-New York game stepped right in front of the pass and just could not come up with it. He was wide open. We don't see those plays work nearly this well. We did see it with New York. It worked for them. How is that not a touchdown? They're going to mark him a half yard short.
1 yard line.
Where we need pylon
For
cam.
the Vikings. Pass play.
They're going with the pass play over the middle. That should have. There you see. There you go. Perfect example. He threw it over the middle. The defender stepped right in the way and couldn't come up with it.
Second and goal at the 1 yard line. The D stacks the line of scrimmage.
They're going with the pass again. That time he finds the receiver. Touchdown, Vikings.
The receiver made that play happen. He used his body as a shield and caught the ball with his hands.
Kind of some weird music in the background there.
Off by Edinger.
From the 2. They'll run it up near, I think they'll give it to him at the 19 this time around. So first and 10 following the interception. Testaverde with a deep drop. Oh, I thought that was going to be picked again. It's a nice job by Jamal Lewis to work back toward the ball. Make a nice catch. Pick up a couple of yards there. Actually, they'll just give him 1.
Second down and
That was a lie.
9 to go.
Just 1 yard. Can't have a couple when it's just 1.
Quarterback drops back.
Testaverde throws into what ended up being triple coverage. Leroy Butler,
Leroy Butler has performed at a high
the
level.
creator of the Lambeau leap, with a nice deflection there. Look away, Packers fans. He's playing for the Vikings. Which I'm not a Vikings hater at all. I actually quite like the Vikings. Oh, another nice pass defense there. That time number 29 comes up with a nice
Sam Madison may do a lot
play.
of talking on the field, but his play proves
And that'll be 4th down. So Tennessee started the game with a really nice drive down the field, and since then it's been an interception and a 3 and out. Gross. Nice return up near midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard
I'll
line.
call it the 49-yard line.
Farrat with the play.
Farrat throws. Ooh, that should have probably been picked. Had a really good read on the ball there.
10 at the
Just could not come
49-yard
down
line.
with the interception. 2nd and 10.
Flag 16. Flag 16. Third.
Ball to Garner.
Oh, that's a really nice gap created by the... Really nice lane, I should say. I don't know why I said gap, but... Nice lane created by the offensive line. That's a big 7-yard run.
The quarterback looks to pass. Caught.
It's a nice catch, throw and catch. Tim Brown, second catch of the day. First one went for a big touchdown. That one goes for a big first down. 1st and 10 from the 34.
The quarterback looks to pass.
It's a deep pass, but it's intercepted. Oh, Tennessee's defense really coming up huge right there. You can't really afford to go down 2 scores with how poorly your offense has been playing. Your defense has got to try and keep you in this game a little bit. Going with a play action pass. Throw out to Lewis on the sideline. He'll get a big gain. He's off to the races. 30 at the 25-yard line. Guy finally got him. It was a huge play there. And play action. Makes that first guy, gets the angle on the first guy there. And the only one that could get him was the guy that got him. Shoestring tackle at the 25-yard line. And that is the end. That's the first quarter, folks. That's it. That's all we've seen is the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Pass play.
Testaverde throws to the near sideline, finds the hands of a defender, look like. One-on-one there. And the defense wins that round.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Pitch to the outside. Lewis tries to make a man miss and get around the corner, but no such luck. 2 tackles, 1 pass defense, and a 3rd down and 11 set up on that. Nice defensive play. Testaverde into double coverage, incomplete pass. Look, it kind of just hit someone on the helmet there. Not a great throw. It's a poor decision and a bad throw, which is not what you want to see. So they'll come out to close this to a 4-point game. Or at least try. I realized that I kind of just gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, he'll make this, no problem. There's no guarantee. From the goal line, he'll get up close to the 20, but he'll be stopped by Eddie Robinson. About a yard and a half short. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers split top side of your screen. Farrat drops back, and he throws and had a receiver, but Pearson Perilou?
2nd and 10.
I don't know that I'm saying that name correct, but he comes in and jars the ball loose. A nice play on the defensive side. 2nd down and 10. Farrat, quick drop and throw.
An 8-yard pass to Dudley. That's his first pass reception today.
Ricky Dudley's first catch goes for 8 and sets up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough to defend.
The handoff.
Play action pass, rolls a little bit, and then throws back across his body over the middle of the field. Like the triple no-no in football, and he... thankfully, it was just a pass deflection that time and not anything worse. So Minnesota's offense going a little stagnant. It seems like it was kind of what we saw from Tennessee as well, where they had like a nice drive, and then it was like interception and 3 and out, but that time it was, or 3 and out and an interception, whatever it was. We're seeing kind of the same thing. Some nice adjustments being made by the defense, and maybe relying a little bit too much on what's worked for the offenses here. Big 9-yard rush there for the Tennessee Titans. 2nd down and short. Testaverde throws to the left side and finds... Should have had a receiver there. He should have had that completion. I kind of like the deep shot on 2nd and short. As long as you just run the ball here. You're going to go with a fullback run. That's what you want to see. Big gain. And Whitman picking up a big chunk of yards up to the 44. It's so hard to do football math because it splits and changes. Like a 36. Nope, nope. That's not what it is. Not even close.
A 1-yard run by Lewis.
Canadian. I might actually be worse at Canadian football math because there was like an extra 5 yards in there.
The Titans put a man in the slot.
So 2nd down and 9. Oh, he tried to did a little bit of a,
If I had to guess,
I don't know,
I'd say that the offensive
big spin on
coordinator
this
has something else
the
in
stick
mind.
there. A little whoopsie doodle. Couldn't get it. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 15 coming up from the 48. Testaverde throws to the far sideline, overthrows everybody. Poor timing on the jumps by everyone involved, and it's 4th down and 15. So both offenses starting to stagnate a little bit. There's been some nice defensive plays here, but it has been a lot of it feels like a lot of miscues or poor calls on the offensive side of the ball, and we're going to get, oh man, he dove and just missed.
Tackled at the 26-yard line.
Somehow overran the
1st and 10.
returner, and then was like, oh no, let me just dive. Nothing came up Millhouse on that one. 1st and 10, 27-yard line. Farrat for an 8-yard gain.
Nice job of play calling.
Tackles
They
and an
set up that
interception.
play nicely and have the defense off balance now.
See if we get one more snap here before the 2-minute warning. We do not.
2-minute warning. The Vikings lead by 4. As we go inside the number.
Inside the number. Oh, God.
The offense
Do we need to go inside these numbers?
Keep it on the ground.
There's a nice run. Oh, and he made a sweet move toward the sideline.
Corrals him at the
Looked like he maybe
44-yard
kind of
line.
used the referee to his advantage.
Garner gets the first down.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes that
As the
happens.
game continues, making plays like that will be key for balancing the offense.
There was a great play that happened a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that. I saw like the
1st and 10 at the
PCS highlighter of it or
44-yard
whatever it was.
line. Go back to the
And it's
strong
like,
side with
it's just it's
one
like
to
the official. This official is a wall, and the official was clearly trying to get out of the way. And this big running back like just comes down, and he's like trying to slide, but just it's like kind of shoulder checked him a little bit. It's like it wasn't a shoulder check because that implies that it was like there was movement into it, but he tried to like get out of the way, and he just kind of ran into the shoulder and fell down. It was awesome. So 3rd down and 7, deep shot is incomplete. Probably try to get near that 1st down marker for a decent shot at a field goal. Farrat drops back. It's going to be another deep throw. He maybe felt like he had it. I think there was just kind of, it wasn't like pass interference, but it looked like the receiver maybe had a shot at it, but the pathing went right into where the defender was jumping and just kind of like bumped into the hitbox, slowed him down just enough. You can see him with the outstretched arm there, like ready to try and catch it in the end zone, but a little bit of contact there by a ghost. And it's an incomplete pass. Instead, it's a punting situation, and they just missed the throw right there. He had what he wanted. The defenders were not in great spots, and he was open, but the throw just a little bit off. 1:02 to go here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 10. Testaverde drops. He throws from his own 5-yard line. It's picked, and Butler is going to get it all the way up to the 25-yard line. Leroy Butler coming up big for the Vikings. And he's going to set up in field goal range, which is big because that'll give him a touchdown lead going into the half. 1st and 10, 24-yard line. Farrat throws into double coverage, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders were looking for the ball as it got tipped and nearly picked. I just don't think this game has that kind of logic. 2nd down and 10. They're going to go with a draw play. Oh, an excellent draw play it is because they're going to get 11 on that one.
So many people forget about good running backs is their great vision.
And it's 1st and 10. Farrat overthrows everybody.
2nd and 10. The D shows a 4-3.
I said the 11. I think I meant the It's a 14-yard line. I don't know. How does math work? I've been watching football for as long as I can remember, and I still don't understand how the yard markers work. I think it was a gain of 11. Maybe that's what threw me off. And I think I was wrong, but I actually probably wasn't wrong until I pointed out that I might have been wrong. Ugh. Oh, all three of those plays are awful. Those are awful. What are you doing? I mean, seriously. The Titans defense with a nice stand there. They gave up the 1 first down, but they get the benefit of 3 consecutive incomplete passes. And they get to keep all of their timeouts. So they find themselves down 7. Interestingly angled kick down to the 3-yard line. They'll get tackled by the first man that sees him at the 20. And they'll probably mark him at the 21. Yeah, close to the 22-yard line with the tackle and roll. First down and 10. Takes a snap. Deep drop for Testaverde, who throws toward the sideline. Nice catch there. And a good job to get out of bounds. Save themselves a timeout. Second down and short. Testaverde, a short drop and quick throw. And that's where you got to call a timeout. You got to call a timeout. Uh-oh. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll get one more play here for Tennessee. It'll go over the middle and deflected. Incomplete. They had timeouts, right? Am I mad? That is wild. Both teams 2 for 5 on third down conversions. Ryan Longwell kicking it away. It's a good opportunity for Minnesota to extend this lead, and a good job to kind of get that double dip. Obviously, you want to try and get 2 touchdowns in that scenario, but a field goal and a touchdown, or even 2 field goals, can help extend it to 2 scores. Though you're not quite putting a team away with just a couple field goals or a field goal and a touchdown. We'll see what the Vikings have on this opening drive. Both teams felt like they started really strong and then buttered a lot in that second quarter. Interesting call there because the screen plays just don't work in this game. They might be the most broken play from an offensive perspective. It just does not get blocked correctly. Because you have the situation where we've seen it a couple of times now, once on Tennessee and once for Minnesota, where they try to set up the screenplay, but then the running back has to come too far back inside and it's just a cluster. Or what usually happens, as we're looking at a third down and 11, the running back outruns the supposed blockers off the hand and incomplete. So a quick punting situation here for Minnesota. Excellent job by Tennessee's defense to get them off the field, keep this a touchdown deficit. What typically happens on those screenplays, though, is the running back outruns the blockers, and it's a disaster. So this game could use a couple patches. Hopefully they'll get my notes. And Kevin Dyson, unfortunately, is injured on that play. But good starting field position here for the Titans.
He's off to get X-rays.
First and 10 from the 45-yard line. Oh, that's a nice play on the defensive side. Cornell Brown coming with a big pass deflection right there. They call it a pass defense. I know. Second down and 10. Testaverde with a deep ball, and it just overthrows everybody. Turf toe. Is a case of turf toe by Dyson. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks with turf toe. I want to learn more about that, but I'm scared of what I will find. Testaverde, throw down the right sideline, and just... It was like an 8-second drive. Initially I was like, man, I'm afraid to get up. I need to use the restroom, but I don't want to miss any action. I might have to get up to miss some action so that there is some action. These offenses have been bad. That's a bad return. That's a terrible return. You got to let that bounce into the end zone. There's no reason you should be catching that inside the 10-yard line. Best case scenario, you're going to get a touchback. which is plus 15 yards. Worst case scenario, they down it inside the 5. You returned it from inside the 5. That is a minimal difference at that point.
Ricky Dudley has been somewhat of an enigma.
It's a nice find. How do they get that in triple coverage?
Make him a threat.
They find the receiver, but like one-on-one or even open, it's just wrong. 1st and 10 out past the 30-yard line. Farad drops and throws an interception. Tennessee's going to return it up to the 45. And I thought he was going to get to the 40 before he got absolutely crushed by a Tennessee defensive lineman. So 1st and 10. And now I'm glad I didn't get up. Testaverde, they went with the screenplay, and it's just a mess. Just an absolute mess.
Draw play. Tackled at the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 5 for the first. Testaverde.
3rd down and 5 for Testaverde. Overthrows everybody, so they're not able to take advantage of the interception. Maybe both of these teams should be locked out of the playoffs. I know that they're like probably technically going to have like enough wins to at least be in contention. Maybe just kind of make it in general. Maybe we take away that ticket, you know? This has been a struggle for nearly a quarter and a half for both of these teams. The defenses have made a couple of good plays here and there, but 2 interceptions for Washington by himself.
Block on that play.
2nd and 12. Finds a receiver running toward the far sideline. That is a completion. I believe that they're going to call it a gain of 2. 3rd down and 10. I don't know. Farad looking for the receiver, finds a free man.
27-yard reception.
I guess you qualify that as wide open. They define open as no defender within 3 yards. Maybe it's not wide open, but that's open. That's a good time for a big completion like that. See if you can get your offense into a little bit more of a rhythm here. You're up by 7 as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. Short throw to the outside. All that good rhythm, all that good feeling, completely blown apart with a terrible throw right there. 3-yard loss.
Quarterback drops back.
Not really sure.
3rd down and 13 for the first.
Okay. 3rd down and 13. All right, Minnesota, come on, buddy. You can do it. Somebody make a big play, a big cool play. Tennessee, your defense. Okay. All right. Well. Okay.
Kick it away. Here's the punter.
I don't know what is going on with these teams. What is going on?
First down and 10 to go. Go back to the strong side with 3 wide for the offense. Testaverde, quick drop. He corrals him at the 42-yard line. 11-yard reception by Lewis. Tom, I thought the DB had good position.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't make a play on the ball when it arrived.
Red 33. Red 33. Set.
Testaverde looks downfield. Second down and 9 to go.
Red 11. Red 11. Set.
Testaverde looking to throw. The defender gets a hand on it. Incomplete. That's his first pass defended today.
No matter what the situation, it very seldom pays to force the ball into coverage.
Testaverde drops back. Punting unit comes on the field. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set.
Ooh, nice disguise on the play action. Knocked down by Washington.
The defense really got to jump on that ball, and he's lucky it wasn't picked off.
Set.
Going to run it. Barely brought down at the 34-yard line. Garner gets the first down.
A good run and a cloud of dust. That's football.
At the end of the third quarter, the Vikings 17, Titans 10. First down and 10 to go. The D shows a 4-3. Barat, quick drop. Second down and 10 to go. The pitch to Garner. Nowhere to run. A 1-yard run by Garner.
Crisp, an important down, and they're just not able to get it going.
Third and 12 at the 33-yard line. Barat drops back. That's his 30th pass attempt today.
Chris, he had the ball the whole way till the defender got there.
Tackled by Jenkins. First down and 10 to go. The D shows a 4-3. Testaverde with the play fake. Second down and 10 to go. Pass play. It's caught. Out of bounds. Pass play. Intercepted. It's his first interception of the game. Minnesota ball. Barat, quick drop.
He should have caught the ball. His eyes turned away right before it got to him.
Garner with the ball. He corrals him at the 31-yard line. Third down and 2 for the first. Double tight end shotgun set for the Oaks. Barat looking to throw. Caught. He corrals him at the 12-yard line.
They're having a tough time covering this half.
Yeah, Tommy, but he made a great throw on that play.
Late in the ball game like this is when a player shows he has the heart to succeed in this league.
A first down with under 3 minutes to go. Goal line offense for the Vikings. Garner with the ball. He corrals him at the 10-yard line.
All right, so I had my headphones on. Sounds like I didn't miss much,
Second down and 8
which is
to
always
go.
a positive. Missed punting and interception, and now Minnesota set up very well to pick up a victory here with about 2 minutes to go in quarter number 4. They're going for the end zone. I don't love that play. They're still only up by a touchdown. If you're going to run it, let the next second tick off the clock.
The quarterback looks to pass. The throw out of bounds.
Missed everybody. That's the 2-minute warning. They're going to push this out to a 2-score lead regardless.
It's good. That's his second field goal of the game. Schroeder.
20-10 now. Minnesota leads. 1:55 to go. Sounds like Testaverde threw a pretty bad interception. From the 5 up to the 20 into the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. 4 down linemen on D.
So first down and 10.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Testaverde, long throw to the far sideline. It's a nice completion out there. Open receiver. Tennessee not doing a whole lot deep. The middle left and short right have been their bread and butter today. Second down and inches. I don't know how that's not a first down. They're snapping it on the line to gain. With a little shovel pass to the outside. Nice catch. I like that play right there. Just pick up the first down. Don't really need to mess with it. You could probably take a deep shot on a second and inches, but
Send a man in motion. The quarterback looks to pass.
just get the first down.
Knocked down by Madison. That's
3
the third
pass
down
defenses for
defender.
Madison.
Sam Madison is tough, tenacious, locks on to his receiver, and he doesn't let up.
Testaverde.
Second and 10. Testaverde, short pass over the middle. That'll do a whole lot of nothing. At least gets him a catch for 5 yards. You have him on your fantasy squad. Third down and a short 4. Or maybe a long 4. Long 4.
Quarterback looks to pass.
Oh, off the hands of the defender. Incomplete.
They line up on 4th and 4. The D shows a
All right, here it is. I don't know how many timeouts Tennessee has. I'm assuming they have 3. So they should get the ball back again.
Testaverde looks downfield.
Testaverde, that's a nice time to come up with a big completion right
By the
there.
defender.
Maybe a little bit too much swag coming out with a 10-point deficit.
Now let's see if they can capitalize.
Start to wonder, when do you want to take that shot?
Testaverde looks downfield.
Do you
Defender gets a hand
Do you
up.
just try to get,
Complete.
let's say 15 yards down to the 30? Do you take the field goal then? Because you need both of them. Try to play the field position
Quarterback
game,
looks to pass.
Sam Madison possesses
kick
the
it deep,
ability to
use
shut down
timeouts,
his
get the
man
ball back,
that
try to go for the
wide
touchdown.
receivers don't like to face.
It's third down and 10. Tennessee really not showing a lot here. Neither of these teams looked particularly good. You can definitely see why they're 6-6.
The defender gets a handout. Incomplete.
It's a desperation
Already,
trick
there's 5
play
passes
right there.
defended today.
Maybe the
4th and
quarterback
10.
should try looking off the coverage a little more.
Yeah, the running back is going to look off the coverage there, Tom.
Testaverde. Quick drop.
He finally finds a completion, but it's short of the line to gain.
You can't
35 seconds to go. This one is Minnesota's game.
Execute better.
I think if you get to that spot, you maybe try a field goal. If you can get to that spot on like a third down, and they're going to take timeouts. Oh, I hate the clock management in this game. You've lost this game. It's over. It's done. Just let it be. Let it be.
Timeout, Titans. They have none remaining.
The player of the game
Dwayne
award
Washington.
goes to Washington.
Wow.
When you're awarded as being the best of the best, that's something special.
They lost by 10 and still got the player of the game. Okay.
Quarterback drops back. Caught. A 12-yard pass.
Where was that completion on third down last time? Boot the field goal? Because this game will give you the benefit too. Like I hadn't even really considered that.
Intercepted by Evans.
All right. I hadn't even really considered that aspect of it. Of like the game doesn't understand the like.
Minnesota ball.
I still think of it too logically in football terms. They'll just kneel the ball down. So if you kick the field goal, kick it deep, they kneel it down, you get a free possession, then you can really try for it. What a mess. What an absolute mess of a game. It started so good. You're like, what a strong start, and then just an old
There's the
fart
ball game. The Vikings
for the
lead
rest
by
of it.
10 and go to
Man.
7-6.
So the Vikings
Chris
improved to
Burns for
7 and
Tom
6.
Coughlin
The
saying,
Titans
"So
fall
long.
to 6 and
See you next
7.
game, right here
Depending on
on
what the
ESPN."
Ravens do next week, the Ravens can probably start putting away that division. They're a couple games up on the rest of the division already. So the AFC Central, which is typically like very competitive throughout the rest of the season, might actually get wrapped up surprisingly early because I don't know that there are going to be any other teams that are going to make a run at it. Now, I believe that the Bengals and the Jaguars play each other, and they are both 6 and 6, so there'll be kind of like an artificial lengthening to how competitive that division will be. But we'll have to see. I would not be surprised if like somehow Baltimore loses the last like 3 games of the season,
Live from
and it
Oakland,
comes down to like the
California.
final week,
It's an NFL
which I should
primetime
really make
matchup
sure that I
on
like
ESPN. Good
record on
afternoon,
an off
everyone.
day. That
I'm
way,
Chris Berman,
if it's like
alongside
4.5
Tom Jackson.
hours, we can do it. You know.
Tom, what do these two teams bring to the table today?
Okay, so now we're getting into the AFC West section of
of
the video, where we are going to be taking a look at 4 of the 5 AFC West teams. They are all competitive. They are all in the playoff picture, and the only team that's not is San Diego. Sorry, San Diego fans.
Thanks, Tom.
Just a few clouds in the sky. We shouldn't have any trouble with the weather today.
Moss back to receive the kick. The kickoff by Grammatic.
I hope a calculator at some point. Okay, cool, good, excellent. I'm proud of myself.
No shortage of physical play today.
So number 81 that plays for the Browns, but for the Raiders, but it's not Tim Brown. My brain just broke. So many things that I'm trying to like think at once.
Jay Fiedler
Oh
on
boy.
the
Oh good. What a terrible start. First and 10 to a second and 13 immediately. Lucky that it was only a loss of 3 on the play. So Oakland and Kansas City. Kansas City leads the division at 8 and 4. Seattle is right behind Kansas City at, I think, like 8-4-1, maybe 7-4-1, something like that. And then you have Oakland, and then you have Denver. Denver is 6-6-1, and then we have the Oakland Raiders, who are 7-5. All 4 of those teams, as of right now, are in the playoff picture, in the wild card and stuff like that. So today is a very interesting day for the AFC West. We'll see if it gets bunched up or if it gets spread out a little bit more. If Kansas City and Seattle win, you start to see it stretch a little bit. If you see Oakland and or Denver, either of those teams win, you start to see it scrunch up a little bit. Oakland doing a good job defensively. Oh my gosh. Just redo all of that. I forgot that was a punt. Oakland not doing a great job offensively here to start the game. That's a very quick 3 and out. It's a poor pass on the first play. Kind of just a disaster. I believe Kansas City has Steve Air McNair. They're going to hand the ball off anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Brought
It's a
down
nice
by
gain.
line mark.
That's what you show Oakland. You say, this is how you gain yards. You run forward.
Second and
You don't
6
throw the ball
at the
6 yards behind the
40-yard
line of scrimmage and pray to God that you can get back to it.
Formation set for the O.
Second down and 6. So 4-yard run. They're going to go right back to the ground game. Huge
Brought down
burst
by
inside the 30. Warwick done with a 13-yard carry there.
That's the first down. The defensive line was just out.
And it's first and 10 from the
If they don't
27.
find a way to stop this guy, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They're going to just keep it on the ground. I mean, why not? They already have 2 pretty good runs on the ground and make that 3 decent, at least, runs. Second down and 6.
Goal 90. Goal 90. Set. Cut.
Here's the run. Breaks
Run to the left side. Punches back inside. Work done.
9-yard run.
They're just like rotating 2 backs. They're getting like 3 or 4 yards with the first guy, and then the Work done's coming in and just obliterating this defense. They haven't even thrown the ball. I don't even think they've been tempted to. Pitch to the outside. Ooh, and that's the first negative play we'll see from Kansas City. Those pitches don't typically work, and you see it right there. Second down and 11 from the 15-yard line.
Red 16. Red 16. Set.
McNair.
McNair throws for the first time today. Finds a completion right at the 10-yard line.
They're down in 6 for the first.
Set.
Pass play.
McNair throwing toward the end zone, incomplete. Take a look at the defensive line, including Jason Taylor.
A 26-yard field goal attempt by Grammatica.
4th and 6 is going to bring out the kicking team. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
That's his first field goal today.
Enough power, but that angle looked like it was maybe a little bit weird.
Grammatica, the kickoff.
So Kansas City does a good job to score 3. Really relied on the run game there. Oakland's defense bends but doesn't break.
First
They
and
find
10.
themselves only down by a field goal. Final game of the day will be Seattle and Denver. That game, last time we saw them, ended in a tie, a 6-6 tie. So the least exciting version of a tie, where they just kicked field goals. We're going to go to the Mile High City, and then we'll get you caught up. Scores, standings, primetime players. We'll get you set for Week 15 next week here on the channel.
Fiedler, drop
Second
back.
and 11. Fiedler dropping and throwing deep near side, but finds Artrell Hawkins.
Hey,
Is
how
his
about looking
hand.
over the entire field? The quarterback seemed to be keyed in on only one guy.
Third and 11.
Drop back.
Deep drop and finds, oh wow, actually found a receiver there. I thought that was going to be a pick. But a nice play by the wide receiver to get the first down. Teddy Bruschi on that Kansas City defense. We called out Hawkins already for a nice play that he made earlier. We have a first down and 10 from the 32.
31-yard line. The Chiefs line up in an 8-man front. Bennett.
The Raiders are going to go with a run. That's a nice run. Chris Berman even called out, hey, it's an 8-man front, and they still found 8 yards. That is wild. Check that. 9 yards.
The D shows
Second and 1.
4-3.
Blue 16. Blue 16. Set.
Fiedler. Quick drop.
Fiedler throws to the sideline, but excellently read. That might be Hawkins again. If my number is correct, 27.
Third and
Excellent
3
read
at the
defensively.
38-yard line.
Drove on the received ball. Plastered him for a loss of 2.
Fiedler.
Fiedler throws over the middle, and the Teddy Bruschi, I believe, number 54, just kind of walked in front of that one. And Kansas City gets them off the field. Oakland with a really solid run on 1st and 10, and then just Nothing. A 2-yard loss and an incompletion, and it leads to a punt. Drilled just past the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
McNair dropping back. They're going with a pass play. It's a little surprising considering how good they were on with the run last time.
What did we do wrong after
But hey,
that play?
they got a nice completion out there for a 1st and 10. So who am I to say they should be running the ball? They'll go with a handoff, and they'll wiggle forward for some room, getting toward the 50. But it'll be stopped after a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
That somehow felt like a good offensive and good defensive play. The Raiders clogged all the holes and made it very difficult to find yardage, but the offense still was able to find yardage.
McCrary is a prime-time performer. He can raise his
3-0 Kansas City through 1. And that's what happens when you have a lot of running. That clock burns through quickly, which is part of the problem that we have with some of these games, especially in Madden, when they just keep throwing the ball. And it's in this game as well, especially with Indianapolis, because we have a false start here on
number 61.
the Kansas City.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Cincinnati is another team as well, where it's just like I don't even want to watch them. Because they have a specific system that they want to run, but they don't have the right quarterback for it, so it's a lot of incomplete passes, and that really stretches the game out. We saw it in the last 3 quarters-ish of that Minnesota game. It's a lot of incompletions, a lot of possessions that don't do a whole lot. McNair finds number 84. That might be Randy Moss himself.
You have to protect like you saw there. Because of that protection, a quarterback can have the luxury
4th and
of taking
3
his
short
time
of the line to
and
gain.
putting a little touch on the ball.
Oakland's defense doing a nice job. I think that's kind of what you're looking for from your defense against a team that you kind of need a win against. Just keep us close. We've seen it in some of the MLB stuff that's been posted in the postseason. It's been going up later in the evening where it's just keep them close. We'll find a rhythm. We'll find a way to try and even this game out. But just don't give up the big play. Don't start falling apart. Fiedler finds a receiver, but the hit jars it loose. Hawkins again getting the shout out. I did not take note of his number there. I was too busy reading the name. But we're barely into the 2nd quarter, and it feels like it's the 3rd time we've already shouted him out today. That is a nice play. Curtis Conway has 2 receptions for 13 yards with a long of 14. Math. So 1st and 10. They're going to go with a run play. They'll go left side, or the right side, excuse me. And they'll get a really nice gain there. Set up 2nd down and 2. Oakland, last time they had a 2nd and short, did not execute very well. And some questionable play calls. Fiedler with a deep drop. He's going far sideline and finds the receiver. Oh my goodness. It's Hawkins again. It's his 3rd pass defended. We are 1 minute and 15 seconds into the 2nd quarter. What? He is all over the field. Fiedler with a much better play that time around to pick up the short gain and get the 1st down. That pass to Neal gets him up to the 30 or the 40.
1st and 10.
40-yard line. Pitch to the outside. Dropped for a pretty big loss, actually.
He lost a few yards on that play.
That one I didn't
2nd down and 13. Don't love that play. You can see how easily the defender got off the block and got into the backfield to drop the runner. And that happens a lot on those types of running plays. Nice catch by Neal. One-handed. Looked like it was a play-action pass there.
Your body between the defender and quarterback, you give yourself a
kind of a play-action to him and then threw the ball right at him. It's a nice grab just in front of the defender. Kind of dove weirdly. Hey, look, this game is janky,
First
okay?
and 10.
It's definitely a first effort. It ended up being an only effort. Oh, we got a false
Flag
start.
down on the play.
False start on number 62, offense. 5-yard
Push him
penalty,
back
first
5
down.
yards.
He was anticipating his block so much that he jumped the count.
First and 15 at the 48-yard line. Strong eye, receiver in the slot for the Raiders.
Flag 19. Set.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Throws to the outside. Short pass.
A 2-yard reception.
Bennett, 2
by
catches,
Bennett.
no yards,
His
long
second
2.
catch of the game.
What? That was still a
Second and
loss.
13.
What? 2nd and 13? Boy, Oakland is calling some plays here, huh?
Fiedler dropped back.
Deep drop for Fiedler. He's going. Oh, he had the receiver, but as he turned, it's our man Hawkins again,
Third down and 13.
obliterating a poor man
Operate out of the
and
shotgun.
causing the incomplete pass. Hawkins, like, is your player of the game. If he is somehow not player of the game, I will be shocked. Fiedler held on to that ball way too long, and he gets sacked. 4th down and 18 should take us to the 2-minute warning, but you never know with this game. No, we do know,
At
because
the
it actually,
2-minute
I
warning,
forgot that it showed the punter.
3, Raiders
It'll show their
nothing.
stats. So, 2nd down and 4th down and 18. What is going on with me? This game started. It's like the halfway point, and my brain just shut down. What small, tiny brain I had, it just up past the 25 to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Kansas City. Inside 2 minutes to go. It's been a defensive struggle. I feel like it's been good defense by Oakland and one terrific defensive player for Kansas City in Artrell Hawkins.
Taylor is one of the best
But other than that, I feel like it's been really weird play calling, especially on the Oakland side. And Kansas City hasn't done a great job sticking to the run game. They go with the play action here. Intercepted. Okay. All right.
What was he reading on that
We're
play?
getting
Not only
it's
did
getting
he have
weird
his
here.
man covered, they seem to be waiting for him to throw it there.
Set.
They'll keep it on the ground.
It's a nice run up the middle. I like that call to just kind of get it started. Pick up 3.
Second down
Oakland's
and
been
7
doing-
to go.
Oakland too frequently has been they've been behind the chains. They've been in 2nd and 13s
Downfield.
a little too frequently. They've had a couple opportunities where it's been like 2nd and 2, but they haven't executed on those very well either. So
Raiders send a man
it's just been, it feels like it's been a mess for this Oakland offense. 3rd down and 7.
Fiedler.
Fiedler with a drop. He's going to go deep down the field, and it's
Knocked down by Hawkins. Already, that's 5 passes defended today.
look who it is. It's Hawkins. Of course it's Hawkins. Not only is he going to be the player of the game, he's going to be the primetime defender in the AFC. That's got to be his 5th, maybe 6th pass defended today already. And for some reason, Fiedler keeps trying to beat him. He can't. Even when the receiver gets his hands on the ball, guess who's there to knock it out? Hawkins.
Jones in traffic. A 22-yard pass to Jones.
They're going to rename the Sadie Hawkins dance the Artrell Hawkins dance.
Sometimes
You ask your favorite
and give your receiver
NFL defender to dance with you.
make the play.
My
First and
goodness.
10 at the 35-yard line. 4 down linemen on D. Short throw.
Well, floats to the outside, short pass, and they'll get the completion. McNair calls the timeout quickly. 2nd down and 5.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Quarterback, and Steve McNair finds another completion, which is surprising considering how much silver and black was in the area. 1st down and 10 in Oakland territory. What is happening with that person up top? That's deflected.
Incompletion.
Defense,
There is
Troy
no
Vincent.
excuse. That was just a dangerous pass.
Go back and look at that last play. Look at the top person on the Kansas City offensive line. It's like blinking.
Looks downfield.
You know, Chris, the D
Blink,
was
blink,
just
blink,
not
blink.
ready
It
for
was
that
very
play.
weird. Nice catch there. Chad Lewis, fifth-year pro out of Brigham Young, BYU.
With less than 40
First
seconds to go in the
and
half.
10 from the 28-yard line. McNair throws a quick pass off his hands and incomplete. I'm a little surprised that was an incomplete pass. Seemed like that was a really good opportunity for him to catch that ball.
Tommy, what do you think of the game so far?
The offense liked to pass to the right today.
The pitch to Dunn.
Pitch throw, and they're going to throw a pick. Oh, that is an awful, awful,
Stopped by Newton.
awful decision.
That's his first
That play
interception
is like
thrown today. Oakland ball.
unnecessary at that point
Seemed
in the
to have
game.
read that play from the start.
But then he broke all the quarterback's rules. He threw late over the middle, and there it is, an interception. Oakland's defense doing a tremendous job keeping him in this game. Their offense is not doing a whole lot. Second down and 10 after the incompletion. After. Fiedler drops and throws another incompletion. It's Hawkins, his sixth pass defended, and we are not even at halftime.
The Raiders send a man in
And somehow we still found time to get 3 tackles on the game.
Quarterback drops back. Incomplete.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oakland, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Stop it. Stop it. Awful.
Tackled by Lindsey. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. The Chiefs send a man in motion. Pass play. At halftime, the Chiefs lead by 3. The Chiefs back to receive the kick. We're underway.
You know, Chris, let's look and see if the coaches made any personnel changes at halftime.
First and 10. Pull back to the strong side.
Okay. Kansas City gets the ball to start the second half. They lead 3-0. They're going to go back to the ground game. And, of course, there's that pitch to the outside, which does not work.
15-yard line.
McCreary with a nice tackle there to drop him for a loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
The pitch out.
Oh, boy, and they went with another pitch to the outside. They had so much success just running right behind their offensive line. McCreary again causing havoc in the backfield. He has 2 tackles on this drive that have led to 7 lost yards for the Kansas City Chiefs. McNair looking for a nope, into double coverage. And very quickly, a 3-and-out. This Oakland defense is playing so well. So well. They bent, but they didn't break when they gave up the field goal. And they continue to just make nice plays. They're taking advantage of the poor calls by the Kansas City Chiefs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they're doing a good job now here in the second half, even though we're only a minute in, I understand. But winning the field position battle, helping your special teams get a great opportunity to set your offense up with terrific field position at the 40-yard line in opponent's territory. They only have to get 7-8 yards. They could probably pick up a field goal. Going with a pitch, and that didn't work for Kansas City. What made you think it was going to work for you? And guess who was on the frickin' tackle? It's Artrell Hawkins.
3rd and 11 at the 40-yard line. Far formation for the Raiders. quarterback looks to pass.
Oh my goodness.
Here's their sixth punt today.
And they're punting this ball away on a 4th and 11. Jeez Louise.
Punt rolls.
I guess the difference in the two defenses is it feels like Oakland is making better plays, whereas Kansas City just isn't calling good plays on offense. Like that, I mean, ended up going for like a pretty decent gain of about 6.
Chris, as the game moves along,
But the Oakland defense was right there. Too often it feels like we're watching the Raiders just throw bad passes. Pitch to the outside. There's a nice drive on the ball. Warwick Dunn, 7 carries, 9 yards. He has a long of 13, and he got up to a really good start early in this game, but has not produced much since. They've also gotten away from the running game quite a bit over the last quarter and a half or so.
Incomplete pass. They'll kick it away. Here's the punt.
The question is going to be is, are we going to see, we're going to look at 4 of the 5 AFC West teams. Are we going to see any touchdowns? Denver and Seattle tied 6-6, so
First down and 10 to go.
we got an extra quarter of that suckfest. Going with a draw play. All right, that's a good call. They're going to get 11 on that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 inside Kansas City territory.
Their toughest players got down in there and got nasty.
Fiedler throws with a quick pass to the outside, or near side. Oh my God, it's Hawkins again. He's everywhere.
4 down linemen on D.
Fiedler keeps throwing to the receiver he is defending. That's a nice catch right there.
The 13-yard
And I like how long Fiedler took to throw that ball. It wasn't very long, but it was just long enough to get him up the field. Too often we see them throw it flat or behind the line of scrimmage. Then they're having a run just to get to the line of scrimmage. That time he was 5 yards upfield. Nice play.
Well, that hit prevented the reception.
It's a nice play on the defensive side that time around. 2nd down and 10. Oakland probably still needs a couple more yards before they realistically feel comfortable with a field goal attempt.
The quarterback looks to pick.
Oh, it's intercepted. How did he come up with that ball?
That's his first
Oh
interception
my
thrown today.
goodness.
Kansas City ball.
Kansas City actually bothering to make a good play.
Most DBs would have given up on the completion.
The Chiefs send a man in motion.
1st and 10, short drop for McNair, throws quickly. That time it's into double coverage and it's incomplete.
Let's go inside the numbers. Anything stand out to you in these stats, Tom?
The offense have done a
Short
nice
left is pretty
job
bad.
of mixing up
All those
the
numbers are
passing.
awful.
Goal 18. Goal 18.
McNair.
McNair, quick pass.
Nothing. Absolutely
And
nothing.
just, Chris Berman said it well, nothing. Nowhere for the receiver to go. Again, a great defensive play by the Raiders. I don't know, taking advantage of a bad call by Kansas City.
McNair looking to throw.
McNair 1-1, or 1-1. 1-on-1 and finds the defender that time. And it's 1st and 10 from the 50. How is this game? This game is... Oof.
Flag down on the play.
Oof.
False start.
Really?
On number
A false
66
start.
offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
It sounded like the defense may have enticed the lineman into the false start with false cadence.
1st and 15 at the 45-yard line.
Down 18. Down 18.
So 1st and 15. For some reason, they ran that play clock really, really low. I don't know
Down
why.
by Stone.
Michael Stone, 4th tackle of the day.
Second down and 13 to go.
They will pick up
For
2,
Kansas City.
and it's 2nd and 13.
Looks like
Go with a play action pass. Fiedler throws to the near sideline. Is that Artrell Hawkins? Oh my
Boom,
goodness.
Was surrounded by defenders. This could have easily been a lot worse.
I knew it. I knew the answer was going to be Artrell Hawkins.
Quarterback drops back. Good.
Is that Hawkins again? Okay, no. He finally was like, no, you can have a defensive stat. Don't worry about it. I'll get some more. No problem. So the Raiders get a nice interception and then immediately get a false start and then gain 2 yards and then 2 incompletions. Artrell Hawkins gets to beef up his stat line a little bit more. They're probably, because I don't think Hawkins has an interception, I'm going to guess that they're going to give it the player of the game or the game MVP, whatever they call it.
Bone-crushing hit.
They might give it to a different guy, which is truly unfortunate because Artrell Hawkins has been a constant force throughout this game.
Pass play. Caught.
Even when he's not getting a pass defended
9-yard reception
or
by Henderson.
defensed or whatever, he's still making the tackle. You know who it's going to be
One for the first.
when it's a Kansas City defender.
And for Kansas City.
So 3rd down and short should be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They're going to pick up a first down. Actually, it'll be a pretty big gain up past the 40. It's about the 42. So Henderson, 20 yards on 4 carries, a blazing amount there. And it is 3-0. Goodness gracious.
First and 10.
Rain coming in the next 3.5 hours. You don't tell me that. Those poor construction workers.
18.
Being like a little under the weather, I haven't like been outside. I opened the window, I opened the blinds like just a crack, and it just blinded me.
Second and inches.
2nd down and inches.
And a man in motion.
Gonna go with a pitch. Oh, it's blocked well enough, but not on the second effort.
Yards on that play.
Or second, I guess, blocker.
Easily in the second half.
Oh my goodness.
3rd and 3.
Another great defensive play there by the Raiders, taking advantage of terrible calls by Kansas City.
McNair looking to throw.
Oh, I'm not exactly sure what happened there.
Pass of the game.
Looked like it was probably tipped at the line.
Quarterback can have his advantages by allowing the guy
I'd
to
assume.
clog up the passing lane.
Tackled by Newton. First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Go back to the strong side for the Raiders.
1st down and 10.
Jay Fiedler on the roof.
Fiedler
Touchdown
drops, and it's off the hands of. Oh, they didn't show it?
Raiders. Down and 10 to go.
You know who it was. 1, 2, 3. Artrell Hawkins.
Fiedler. Quick drop.
That's Hawkins again. There he is. He's on the defensive side again.
3rd and
He's
12
incredible.
at the
He's the greatest
20-yard
player we've
line.
ever seen.
D sets up against the pass.
He might be having one of the finest performances we have ever seen.
Quarterback looks to pass.
I know we get like a better read on the stats and stuff in this game because it does do a very good job of like
By Fiedler.
When you
keeping you in the loop of what's happening. The only thing we don't see a lot of is quarterback completion stats. But we see like punting stats, kicking stats routinely, and obviously a lot of rushing and receiving stats. But like especially defensively, we see a lot more on that side of the ball. So there is a lot of like really good presentation stuff here, especially for what I'm doing, which I understand is a very, very specific case.
Handoff done.
But it is very helpful.
Today.
Perfect example.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line. 4 down linemen on D. Here's the pitch out.
Oh my goodness.
Allows him at the 33-yard line.
It's not a good play call, but it's also not a good play call for any team.
Prairie is practically
3rd and 15. I am so scared of a tie. Because the thing is, like, I don't know. Kansas City had the one good drive earlier, and they were driving again, but then they threw the interception. I don't know if this game gets into overtime, if either team does anything. I don't have faith that that would happen.
They'll rush 4 from the nickel.
That also might be the only way Oakland wins, is if they, like, somehow accidentally kick a field goal in overtime.
Tackled by Brown.
The run play is good there. It'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Oakland will have to work their way. I really thought Oakland's had a couple of shots here. Maybe you kind of regret not taking a long field goal. They've had so many punts in this game.
At the 2-minute warning,
They may have, unless they ran out of time at the end of the half, they may have punted on like every single possession. I don't know that Fiedler's thrown an interception yet. He might have. But like you're getting to a point where we're looking at like 9 to 10 punts, which is awful.
tackled by Chavis.
I mean,
A
Kansas
first
City's not
down
doing a whole
with
lot
2
better.
minutes to go in the game.
All right.
4 down linemen.
Artrell Hawkins, interception touchdown right here. Fiedler's under center, 2 backs in the backfield. A quick pass. It's not Hawkins, but it's an interception touchdown.
To be one of the plays of the week.
What a call. I believe that's the first interception touchdown we've seen this season. They don't usually run them that well.
Dan just
Wow.
an extra point today.
I am stunned it was not Artrell Hawkins.
High and
Because usually, so that play is super dangerous. We have like, there's like 3 or 4 plays that are consistently called in this game that are just awful calls. Or they're either really bad calls or they're just flat out broken. The pitches and the screens, I would argue, flat out broken.
line with 8 in the box.
That is just a bad call. The defense has a really good opportunity to jump on that ball. Typically what happens is it's just an incomplete pass.
Caught in
It
traffic
isn't
by
intercepted and returned anywhere. It's not even intercepted, honestly. It's just
playing the coverage.
the defense jumps in front of it, it like hits them in the chest and they go,
And he has
touchdown.
to prove it.
but like you didn't catch it, so you can't have a touchdown.
the Raiders.
That was a poor
send
explanation.
in motion.
That is a,
Jay Fiedler on the route.
it's a very surprising result. Fiedler,
Defender just cuts him off. Incomplete pass. As we go inside.
thank
the
God.
numbers.
I mean, just
Stats
thank
so
God.
far, Tom.
We don't have to go to
Offense has
overtime.
done a nice job of mixing
And we
up
got a
the passing
touchdown.
game.
It was a defensive score. Kansas City's offense is kind of atrocious.
Pass play.
Fiedler throws in and
Chris,
it's
the defender
off
came
the
up
hands and
really put a hurt
incomplete.
on the receiver.
So he's thrown actually a couple of interceptions now. It's the second guy who's had an interception.
Pass play.
And they have finally, Fiedler finally figured out, he's like, oh, you know what I should stop doing? Throwing towards Hawkins. The old noodle up there is telling me something there.
Fiedler looking to throw.
Fiedler.
A 1-yard reception by Dilger. Fiedler looks downfield. The defender gets a hand on it. Incomplete. 3rd down and 8 for the first.
Now we're seeing this Kansas City defense actually make some nice plays.
Fiedler looks downfield.
There he is. There he is.
That's his
He
8th
knew we hadn't
touchdown
seen him in a
this
whole
game.
30
They
seconds.
come up short on that effort. They'll
All
have
right,
to
4th
reload
down
the
and 8.
shotgun
I think we're going to still
and
get the
aim somewhere
timeout
else in the secondary
situation,
next
so
series.
this last minute won't be like an actual, ooh, good. The pitch pass. Fantastic.
Incompletion. That's his 9th pass.
There was a running back that threw an
At this
interception,
stage of the ball game, they had to
right?
gamble
Was that in this
that
game?
position.
I think I needed more sleep. I'm like kind of delirious.
Timeout. Raiders.
No. They're just going to take a knee.
Timeout. Raiders. They have one remaining. Timeout. Raiders. They have none remaining.
Oh, man. They still think they have a chance, huh? So 4th and 17, that's one of the situations that's maybe the most frustrating. Oakland's been out of the game for like a while. Even though the 3-0 deficit, it felt like they were kind of out of it. Down 10 with under a minute, and the way this game works, it's like an impossibility. But it's actually more frustrating from the offensive perspective because they don't recognize that the first down is the key. If like they can burn their timeouts, sure, whatever. But you have to at least try to make progress to get a first down to end the game. Otherwise, you're just giving them another possession. Of course, if you're looking for maybe some extra stats for Hawkins. Yeah, there he is. That's exactly what I want to see. 9 pass defenses, 7 tackles. That's absurd.
For this true professional.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it was him. I was really worried because I was thinking that it would favor more heavily the interception return for a touchdown. I wish that was Hawkins.
Third interception thrown today. Kansas City ball.
That really wasn't a bad pass. Just a great play by the defender.
Yeah, I thought it would weight that a little bit more. But the way Hawkins played throughout the entire game, he was the MVP. And there's no timeouts left, so McNair with negative 22 yards on 5 carries. Excellent.
Quarterback will take a knee. There's the ball game. The Chiefs win by 10 and go to 9-4.
Man, that was a game, huh? That was a football game. Neither team looked all that great, with the exception, of course, of Artrell Hawkins. He is exempt from looking bad in any way, shape, or form in this game. All right, what do we have? Seahawks and the Broncos. We're going to watch. We're going to play. Or, yeah, whatever. Looks like the Cardinals picked up a victory, maybe. Hey, don't spoil the scores for yourself and your lovely audience. So this is the second of the 2 AFC West matchups that we're going to be watching today. Kansas City has already won. Obviously, we watched that game. Seattle is 7-4 and has a tie. So Seattle needs to win here to keep pace with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Denver needs a win to help themselves as far as playoff positioning and that sort of stuff. These teams both have the tie. They tied with each other 6-6. If you want to watch that garbage game, go back and find it, I guess. I don't know where it is. I can look here in just a second.
Just a few clouds in the sky. We shouldn't have any trouble with the weather today.
The Seahawks line up for the kickoff. The kickoff by number 6.
Coaches usually script their first 15
Okay.
plays in a game, so expect
Let's see. Denver.
This game out.
1st and 10.
Seattle and Denver was back in week number 6. Was when they tied. We're here in the Mile High City. They do have Terrell Davis, and we should be seeing these Seahawks uniforms coming back sometime soon. I don't know when. I realize I don't follow the Seahawks on social media at all, which is probably okay.
Davis with the ball. They're down in 7 for the first. Fullback to the strong side. 2 tight ends for the Broncos.
I don't think I'm going to find it. Let's see.
The quarterback looks to pass. Blown down by Ferry. They'll kick it away. Here's the punt.
Oh, week 8 against Cleveland. Okay. So that should be this week, right?
Tackled.
God, they look so good.
First down and 10 to go.
Goal 19. Goal 19. Set. Cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. He corrals him at the
I wonder what-
43-yard line.
It'll probably be on Fox, unfortunately.
Second down and 2 to go. Two tight ends, one
So
back.
second down and 2. Seahawks are going to break out their uniform, their retro uniforms, throwback uniforms this week against Cleveland.
It's a run
And they look good.
to the line.
They look real
When
good.
you say Al gets in his zone, he's one of the most intimidating players in football.
Seattle playing back-to-back
Third and
AFC
3
North
at the
teams.
43-yard line.
Last couple of weeks, they lost to... Oh, no, they're playing... Oh, is it only week 6 this week?
Quick drop. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
They're playing... Oh, God. They're playing Arizona. Never mind.
Back to
What is
punt.
happening? Oh, it's the 29th. Oh, okay. I misread the date. My bad. So toward the end of the month, they'll be taking a look at those throwback uniforms. They look very nice. I mean, it's kind of easy, I guess. I shouldn't say easy or
First and
whatever.
10
Like,
at the
they're still
28-yard
putting
line.
effort into
Set.
making them look good.
Garcia.
But you are you're picking something that already has like a nostalgia to it. Which is, yeah. If they could just get DK Metcalf to stop making like just idiot penalties, that'd be fantastic.
Second
Because it's the
and 10.
second time that I've seen, and there could be more this season. I haven't been following Seattle. I mean, Comcast, I don't even know if Comcast has Fox in this area. There was a whole situation about the,
A 2-yard run.
I don't even know, whole situation regarding the
at the 30-yard line.
contract or something like that.
From the nickel.
And so Fox carries the Seahawks games, which are always on here in
Garcia.
Pacific Northwest. And I don't know if that ever like got resolved or anything. So people around here might not even be able to watch it, which would be kind of wild.
They'll kick it away. Here's
But yeah, second time that we've seen this season, or that I've seen this season, where DK Metcalf just had like a really dumb penalty. Like it was really bad in the first week against the Rams, and like last week against the Cincinnati Bengals, it was a less like important situation, but still a dumb penalty. Of course, as a Green Bay fan, Walker driving me nuts with a couple penalties against Detroit that like let them win games. So,
first down and 10 to go.
ugh, so frustrating. So frustrating to watch that. You want dudes that are like excited and like into it, but like not.
This defense was
Being
impressive right here,
dummies?
closing off the running back's option.
It's just like, what? Stop.
Second down and 14
Ugh.
to go.
Anyway,
Goal 16. Goal 16. Set.
They're going to run it.
Couch gonna hand off to Amon Green. Battle of the running back number
Good
30s
job of stuffing the
today.
run. The runner had nowhere to go.
Third down and 14.
14 at the 32-yard line.
These games being kind of slow-paced slugfests makes sense. They are division opponents, even if one team is like significantly better than the other.
This offense has come out brimming with confidence. The defense
It's not usually a surprise. Like
Their game.
Denver lost to Kansas City recently, like Thursday night game, I think is what it was. And it was like, oh, but yeah, they only lost by like 10 or 11 or whatever it was, 19-8 or something.
Count.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Play fake.
That kind of checks out. You have a team that understands your tendencies.
You know, Chris,
Kansas City's maybe a little more vulnerable this season than they have been in the past. Not the most surprising score. So having slugfests like this, where you have Kansas City and Oakland trading blows, and by blows I mean one field goal, or you have the Giants and Dallas pushing back and forth.
At the 43-yard line.
See if they get this play off before the quarter ends. They do not. So we have a goose egg game through one. Seahawks Broncos. Seattle looking to keep pace with the Chiefs. Denver looking to climb up the standings, trying to take advantage of the Raiders' loss. Also very annoying to myself that I used 2 city names and 2 nicknames. Keep it consistent.
He lost a few yards on that play.
He got great penetration.
That was really nice defense by Joe Johnson there to get into the backfield, force a 2-yard loss. He was so powerful, he almost crashed a PlayStation 2. The kick all the way back to the 10-yard line. Did not actually step out of bounds. Interesting. I thought he was going to catch it and be called done there, but picked up, was that 8 yards? Actually, they'll call it the 17-yard line, so 1st and 10 after the 7-yard return. Denver with a quick pass to the outside. He'll get 3 up to the 20. 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard pass by Garcia. 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line. 4 down linemen on D.
Ring 22. Ring 22.
Actually, they just give him a gain of 2, so 2nd down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Going with a handoff. Oh, right up the... It should look like he was going to break to the left and then a nice cut back to the right. Go more toward the middle part of the field, and he'll pick up 5. 3rd down and 3. Garcia with a quick pass to the outside, well read by the Seattle defense, and he'll be stopped for no yard? Oh, 1 yard. No yard. It's a no yard. It's a nice read by the Seattle defense to get the Broncos offense off the field. And they'll go with about the same kind of return. Maybe about 10 yards.
1st and 10.
That'll be up to the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10. Gonna go with a pitch. Green makes a man miss, but the second guy was there to knock him down. Gain of 2 on the play, up to the 44-ish. Going with the pitch out. Nice block on the outside. We don't see a ton of good blocks out there. It's a second pitch play. Junior Seau. Look away, San Diego fans. He's playing for the Broncos. 3rd down and 9 after the loss of 1. Pretty okay blocking, though. It's just there isn't a whole lot of room to work with out there. Couch is going to throw and find a receiver. It's Green. Will charge up the field after a nice reception, and Dre Bly appears to be injured. Could be a hamstring injury, could be turf toe, which might be kind of weird because I don't think the Denver Broncos play on turf.
Even with decent depth, an injury to a key starter can really hurt a ball club.
To keep an eye on that as Dre Bly, a big piece of that Denver defense. Nice play, nice throw by Couch. And good job by Seattle to keep this drive going toward the 2-minute warning. That is not what you want to see. That is just such a bad play.
2nd and 12. Pro set.
Like, best case scenario, it's like an incomplete pass. Worst case scenario, it's either an interception or you lose yards. One more play before the 2-minute warning, and that will go nowhere. So 3rd down and 12. Seattle's offense not doing a whole lot here. Deep thigh bruise. 1 to 2 weeks with a deep thigh bruise.
Pass play. Pause.
That's a nice play, actually. Got all the way down to the 25-yard line. You don't lose yards on those terrible plays beforehand. You might have actually had a first down, but the important piece is that it puts Tim Cedar into field goal range on a 4th and 2. And thank God that A, this is the second game we've watched between these two teams, and B, we still haven't seen a touchdown from either of them against each other.
Good. That's his first field goal today.
So Cedar in the thin air of Denver.
Are set to kick it off.
Gives the Seahawks a 3-0 lead. With 1:33 to go here in quarter number 2. Don Davis, second tackle of the day.
1st and 10 at the
He's up to the
16-yard
17-yard line. I don't know why they would qualify that as a 16. Clearly it's on the 17. What are you doing?
The pitch out by
Pitch to
Garcia.
the outside.
They lost a few
Nothing
yards
doing
on
there. A
that
lot of
play.
pitch plays from both of these teams. And the defenses are reading them well. Mainly because they don't get blocked super well. Kind of just a mess, honestly. Davis looking for some room. Finds a nice spin move there. Drug down from behind.
24-yard line. 3rd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Garcia with a quick pass over the middle. Nice catch right around the 30-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10. Freddie Jones.
A first down with less than a minute before halftime. Bring in the nickel package. Nowhere to run.
It's a nice timeout by Seattle after the 1-yard loss. Denver maybe a little bit too quick on the snap there. They're still pretty deep in their own territory, and if they're going to run the ball, why would you not try to run more clock off? That's a nice tackle. No timeout there. Interesting move.
We're down in 6 for the first.
Is in Warren Northwestern?
Garcia. Quick drop.
Oh, that was almost intercepted.
Proverbial blanket.
Oh, Seattle gets kind of a nice play there. Gets the benefit of not taking the timeout. So the punt is away.
Tackled at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 to go.
1st and 10, 23 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. 3-0 Seattle lead.
Backdrop back.
Couch overthrows everybody. Probably should be pass interference there.
Inside the number.
The defender went up so early to block that ball, was nowhere near it, and he got caught the receiver up in his hitbox. Kind of just a mess. 2nd and 10. Play action pass. That should have been picked, honestly. 3rd down and 10.
for the first. Couch. Quick drop.
Oh, that should have been a catch too. What is happening? Catch the football. Offense, defense, somebody give us something to watch. So Seattle will punt it back with 13 seconds to go. Denver will get one more shot at a drive for points.
Brought down at the 38-yard
We
line.
should see that Hail Mary play. Garcia, I would guess, would have the arm to get it. It's only about 60 yards.
Garcia looking to throw.
Oh, it's incomplete. Okay.
At halftime, the Seahawks
Oof.
3, Broncos
Yeesh.
nothing.
The stats are awful. I mean, just disgusting. Absolutely
Seahawks
disgusting
back to receive
stats.
the kick. The kickoff by Conway.
Chris, the outcome of this
From
game will
inside the
depend
5,
on
he'll
how
return it up
teams
to the
respond
20, and that's
here in the
where
second half.
you would have started if he would have...
First down.
No, it's at the
10 to
19.
go.
Sorry. Never mind.
Two tight ends, one back for Seattle. The pitch out. by
Pitch.
Couch.
Goodness
Lost 2 yards
gracious.
on that
Stop
play.
pitching the ball. It doesn't work.
2nd and 13. Weak eye receiver in the slot for the O. Looks like play action.
Play action. Nice throw out to the sideline. Finds the receiver up near the 25-yard line.
Third and 5 at the 24-yard line. Double tight end, shotgun set for the O. There's a penalty on the play.
False start on number 69 offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
That looks so funny.
It really looked like he forgot to snap him.
He snapped the ball and the quarterback just like let it go by. It's like, well, it's a penalty.
Third down and 10 for the first.
Oh.
Rush 4 from the nickel.
So third down and 10 following the false start. They're back right where they started.
Looks downfield.
What a mess.
He hit him so hard it would have taken a miracle to hang on to that.
Number 84. Is that not a receiver? What is happening in these games? So that would count as a pass defense, right? So if we were to go in and look at the stats, we would potentially see a receiver with a pass defense.
Tackled by Neal.
Hang on. We're gonna actually take a look at this.
First down and 10 to go.
Player
Third
stats.
down lineman on D.
Defense. 84, Freddie Mitchell. He has a tackle and a pass defensed. Is that not a receiver? This game does not make any sense. Like, it is clearly in the hands of people who like it almost feels like it's in the hands of people who don't either understand or care about football. But like some executives up top were like, hey, we would like to have the NFL license and make a lot of money because football games are probably very profitable. And someone admittedly smartly identified that no one was using the ESPN brand at the time. It's like, okay, if we make an ESPN thing, we can partner with them and they'll take up some of the development costs, I guess. I don't know how that would work, but what a bizarre game. And we have seen it. It's more common than you might think. Oh my goodness. Maybe it could just be a numbering issue as well. It could be like a genuine defensive player that just has a receiver number.
At the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends for the Broncos.
But we have seen them put. We have seen people put players on the field, receivers or tight ends, for Hail Mary situations. Go back to the Miracle at Miami. Rob Gronkowski takes a terrible angle and gives up a touchdown. Travis Kelce was out there for a Hail Mary attempt at one point recently. So Garcia with a deep drop finds a receiver, even though there are a couple of defenders draped all over him. And Bob Christian comes up with his third catch of the day, long of 12. And I believe that would be the long of 12. That'll give him a first down, first and 10.
Pass play.
Wow, the rare time we see a first down where like a play where the first down is like a couple yards away from the goal line. That's not like a touchdown. Threaded the needle there and gets themselves a really good first and goal. Terrell Davis trying to run so hard he broke the game. Emmons with a really nice defensive play there. Second and goal. Davis in for the touchdown. The first touchdown scored between these two teams when they play against each other happens in the third quarter of the second meeting. Hey, don't play that music. I can't afford copyright infringement, okay? You know how broke I am? Stop it. Stop playing music. Stop it. Oh my God. Why are you still going? You to play the whole song? It was kind of... Colorado's PA announcer got called out by the official the other day. That was pretty funny.
quarterback looks to pass. He corrals him at the 32-yard line. A 15-yard pass by Count.
Okay, so we'll see what the Seattle Seahawks can do in response to that Denver Broncos touchdown drive. A good start there by Couch to find the completion out near the 33-yard line.
Here's the pitch.
Couch is going to go with a pitch. The pitches just don't work. Stop doing them. They don't work.
2nd and 9 at the
They'll go for a yard on that one. 2 receivers split top side of your screen. Motion. Far side to near side. The motion kind of broke. Oh my God, the game. Oh God, game. We're so close. We're so close that I have not saved. All right. We have 6. You had to hold out for 6 in-game minutes. I can't have more technological problems here, okay? Oh, God. Oh, Green with a nice move to make a man miss. He threw that, and I just was so disgusted.
That's his 4th pass reception of the game. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The D shows a 4-3. Pass play.
Ooh, ho, ho, ho. You could see how that pass was short.
Throwing the ball there was a rookie type
Really bad throw there by Tim Couch. Lucky to get it back here for a 2nd down and 10. 31 seconds to go. I was going to say, like, I've had enough problems with my microphone. I do not need to have problems with the PlayStation 2. Now, should I have bought this game on Xbox initially? Probably. Probably. We're going to have to go back to the PS2 at some point. Because I think the last game released on the Xbox was Madden 08. Oh, touchdown! It was a bad defensive play. I don't know what he was trying to do there. We're going to get a look at the replay here.
You just have to want it more than the defense.
I don't know if Madden 08 was the final game released on it, but I just spent the last Madden. Oh, he tried to dive. Nobody within 10 yards. And Seattle responds with a touchdown of their own. All of a sudden, these offenses are like, completed passes are good. Cedar with 3 points on the field goal earlier, looking for the extra point to put it back to a 3-point lead. It's up and it's good. An exciting 3rd quarter. Sees the lead change back into Seattle's hands. 10-7. The ball is like behind the score bug. Ooh. Thrown forward after a couple. Carlos Emmons. Another tackle on the day for him. That puts him at 4. 1st down and 10. 7 seconds to go in the quarter number 3. You figure you just hand this ball off? Nope, just kidding. They're going to throw it. It's over the middle and it's off the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. I was going to say, you probably just run the ball here, run it to the end of the quarter, regroup, and go from there. You go. Go. 2nd down and 10. Oh, that's a really nice defensive read there. Carlos Emmons making his presence felt here in this 3rd quarter. It's about the 3rd time I think we've seen his name pop up on the screen. And he's doing it a little, it's like all over the field. Kick returns, goal line situations. Just a great read on a dumb play.
Broncos send a man in motion.
So 3rd down and 10 is going to begin the 4th quarter. They have a man kind of jogging in place up there. They're going to throw it quickly. It's caught by number 83 up near the 45-yard line.
Do anything but back up and try again. That defense seems to have softened up a bit.
I'd have to agree. You simply don't see the energy or the swag.
My goodness, how was that a completed pass? There was a defender right there.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Garcia throws. He finds a receiver to the near sideline. Tackled out of bounds, and that should be a 1st down for Jones. 2nd catch of the day. 2nd down and inches. Play action pass. He's going to throw it out to the sideline. Took a shot after he got rid of that ball, but delivered a nice strike near the 30.
1st and 10. Garcia looking to throw.
Garcia with a medium drop there finds another completion in triple coverage. I can't believe how he's finding these completions. I don't understand how this is working.
Quarterback drops back.
That's another completed pass. That one's less surprising. They really like the one-handed grabs. And Garcia is all of a sudden just on fire.
That allows his team to run many different sets without having to go to
First
third
and goal,
step.
throws, finds the end zone, touchdown Denver.
Touchdown.
They're back out front.
Solid drive, and it ends with a pass.
Wow.
The quarterback delivered
Where
the
was
ball
either of these offenses for the last game and a half? Literally. What is that song? We don't have the money to license the Queen song that everybody knows, so we had to change it. It's kind of similar, but it's just different enough so that we don't get penalized a lot of money. We're gonna take a bath on this game. Be sure to check out NBA. Oh, a false start. You saw him flinch.
False start on number 69 offense.
I don't even know where this case is.
5-yard penalty. First
I
down.
started the season before I moved.
That kind of mistake is not going to win him any points with the coaches.
I think the disc was like, I just need the disc. First down and 15. Tim Couch with a deep throw. Nothing doing on that one. Second and 15. A false start really not helping these Seattle Seahawks, who are already not in a good field position in the first place. And it's just gotten worse. Couch, deep drop, another deep throw. Same side of the field, incomplete. Moore, his first pass defense of the day to go along with 3 tackles. So from under center,
Quarterback looks to pass.
oh, he had the receiver, but he got hit and dropped it. 4th and 15. Denver's offense caught fire, and Seattle did a nice job responding. But an ice-cold drive there from the Seahawks, trying to respond to that Denver Broncos second touchdown.
First down.
And we'll see what Garcia does here. Ideally, you just run the ball, try to get into field goal range, push this out to a touchdown. Oh, Garcia fumbled it. Oh, he fumbled it. Seattle recovered. Oh, my gosh.
From the coach when he gets to the sideline.
First down.
Oh,
Under 3
no.
minutes to go.
First and 10.
Couch.
Couch over the middle. He hit a defender
As we go
right in the ribs.
inside the number. Anything stand out to you in these stats, Tom?
The offense have done a nice job of mixing up the passing game.
Couch. looking to
Couch
throw.
throws it. Oh, my goodness. He's a terrible
That's
quarterback.
his first pass defended today.
I think they were successful with that.
How is this
play
team
earlier
like
in the
7 and
game,
4
but
and
that
1?
well seems
It doesn't make
to
any
have dried
sense.
up.
He's just garbage.
Couch. Drop back.
Couch to the outside. There's a nice completion. I believe that's Warwick on that outside there. First and 10 inside the 40.
Man in motion.
Clock stops at 2:39.
Quarterback drops
Couch, a
back.
short drop, throws and finds the receiver heading toward the sideline again. Those plays have worked 2 in a row now where it's been like just an out route toward the sideline.
Couldn't have caught that ball. He was so wide open.
First down and 10 inside the 25-yard line.
Drops back.
Couch throws, finds, I thought he had the receiver.
That he went to 7
Maybe
straight
just a
Pro Bowls
split second
from
late on that
1991
throw.
to 1998.
Had just enough time, Seau did, to get in there and break up that pass. Second down and 10.
Pass play.
Couch again, all kinds of time. Denver finally gets home. You can see it start to break down. Third down and 15. I think you can kick the field goal here. It's intercepted. Oh no!
That's his first interception thrown.
Oh,
today.
you can't do that.
That throw was in traffic.
Oh, he overthrew his intended receiver, and it's picked in the back of the end zone.
So they'll turn it over. Runs left. Tackled by
Davis
Barry.
finds a nice gain off the left side there. Good for 7. Second down and 3. Seattle not using any timeouts here. Not a great call. What I was going to say is before Couch threw that interception, Seattle was in a similar position against Cincinnati, down 4 late in the game. Kick the field goal. Trust your defense to get you a stop. That way you just need a field goal to win the game. Oh, Terrell Davis with a nice... Oh my goodness. Too many thoughts happening at once. They went with the pitch to the outside. It actually worked, and he almost broke it for a big one down the sideline for 6. Somebody got the shoestring tackle there. I don't know that we've really seen a good, super dominant team. I feel like I keep watching a bunch of these teams. I'm like, I could see them getting annihilated in the first round. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Kind of benefited them to hold their timeouts there. Take advantage of Denver's poor play calling there with the pitch to the outside. I know the pitch just worked, and they're going to do that. All right. This game. The thing is, the Hail Mary has been working.
Timeout, Seahawks. They have none remaining.
Forced fumble, 5 tackles and a sack for Darrell Green. That's where the clock management gets a little bit weird. He just runs out of bounds for no reason. It's a punt return. The clock's going to stop on the change of possession. And we've seen people call timeouts, or teams call timeouts after that.
Second down and 10 to go.
Okay, so now we're in kind of a tight window here. 18 seconds. I don't know you're going to get 2 plays off the way this game works. If you can get out of bounds, obviously that'll be a huge help. But if it's anything inbounds, I think at this point it's like a no-go. Couch has missed his last 5 or 6 throws at this point, it feels.
Looking to throw. Intercepted by Smith. Tackled at the 33-yard line.
Tim Couch's last 2 completions went to the Denver Broncos. What an awful end. And Denver wasn't a good team either. They came alive in the third quarter. They got back-to-back touchdown drives. Seattle was super stagnant and couldn't get anything going. And that's what you need. That's all you need.
Tom Jackson, the entire crew, we'll see you next game right here.
Okay, so this is going to make for a very interesting AFC West. We're going to take a look at the primetime players. We'll take a look at the scores, the standings. Okay, so Brian Greasy, primetime player for the AFC on the offensive side for the Bengals, 208 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Artrell Hawkins, that's exactly what I wanted to see. AFC defensive primetime player for Kansas City. 9 pass defenses, 7 tackles. And special teams primetime player, AFC side, John Hall for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 extra points, 2 field goals. On the NFC side of things, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Rob Johnson. 204 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Warren Sapp, an interception return for a touchdown. 2 picks himself, and a forced fumble, and just 1 tackle. Just 1 tackle in there for fun. Warren Sapp with what an incredible game for him. For Philadelphia, NFC Defensive Primetime Player. David Akers, your special teams NFC Primetime Player. 2 field goals, 3 extra points. I may have done this a little bit backwards, but that is all right. Bills take care of the Panthers 17-3. The Packers beat the Bears 13-10. Browns over the Patriots 17-10. That's a big upset. Good news for Cleveland, who is right in, I think they're just on the outside looking in, but it makes the AFC East kind of interesting as well. We'll obviously take a look at the standings in just a moment. Buccaneers all over Detroit, 27-3. The Bengals beat the Jaguars 24-13. Falcons take care of the Saints 20-12. Cowboys beat the Giants by 4, 21-17. Eagles over the Chargers 31-13. The Rams in a really tight contest. That's what I've been talking about throughout this game, or throughout today's coverage. Division matchups provide very interesting results. The Rams have been dominating the NFC West all season long, but the 49ers played them tough. 10-7, your final there. Vikings over the Titans 20-10. Cardinals, they beat Washington 13-3. Chiefs blanked the Raiders 10-0. Steelers over the Jets 20-17. Broncos beat the Seahawks 14-10, and the Colts take care of the Dolphins 10-3. Going over to the standings, we have the Rams atop the NFL. The Chiefs, Patriots right behind them. The Ravens had the week off. The Falcons and Packers 8-5. Taking a look quickly at the NFC, or I guess not quickly, but on the NFC playoff picture. Rams currently hold the number 1 seed. The Falcons would be the number 4 seed. The Packers are your 2 spot. The Vikings are your 5. The Buccaneers are your 6. And the Cowboys are your 3. Giants just on the outside looking in. And the Eagles going to need some help. But we'll see who they play over the next couple of weeks. Maybe they can help themselves. They have all four NFC East teams are in the thick of it. What is happening? 49ers have lost 4 in a row. They are 5-8. Lions, Bears, Cardinals. So I think we're going to be AFC focused over the next couple of weeks, just with how this is looking. There is a pretty large gap between contenders and out. So that is interesting. The East is tight. It's tight in the NFC East, minus the Cardinals, who are at 5-8. Cowboys beat the Giants, so they improve to 7-6 and get the tiebreaker and drop the Giants to 7-6. Washington and Philadelphia sitting at 6-7, kind of lingering in there. Giants, Eagles would be an interesting addition to the playoffs because we have not seen them. The Cardinals are going to have a better shot once we get into the next seasons when it's only 4 teams in the division. They haven't really been competitive, but it's also been hard because this is only the second time we've done something in this format with these old divisions, so it gets a little weird at times. The West has the Rams leading at 10-3. The Falcons are on a 3-game win streak at 8-5, and then from there it's just kind of bad. 49ers, they've lost 4 in a row. They were 5-4 at one point, but they are now 5-8. The Panthers are 5-9, and the Saints are 4-9. The Central has the Packers on top, the Vikings and the Bucks still within striking distance. The Lions and Bears, they kind of had some shots there, but they weren't able to take advantage of some of those opportunities. So the Packers at 8-5, Vikings, Bucks at 7-6, Lions, Bears 5-8. That'll wrap up the NFC side of things. The AFC, I think, is a lot more cluttered and a lot more interesting. There's still some stuff to play for in the NFC, but I think we're going to be set on those teams much sooner with maybe just some position jostling. The Chiefs lead the AFC. They would be your 1 seed at 9-4. The Patriots are 9-5. They have not had their bye week yet, which is interesting. The Ravens are coming off of their bye week, so we'll see if they can make a move. Every week would have a team that has a bye week because there are 31 teams in the league, which is just unbelievable. Imagine having to wait until week 17 for your bye. Anyway, The Ravens are 8-5. Seattle is 7-5-1. They have lost 3 in a row. The Raiders have also lost 3 in a row. They're 7-6. Oh, I don't know why I'm shouting out their records. Sorry. The Chiefs are the 1 seed. The Patriots would be your 2. The Ravens would be your 3. Seahawks, Raiders, Bengals in that order through 1 through 6. And then the Browns, Bills, Dolphins, Broncos. I'd say the Steelers, Titans, Jaguars are still in it as well. So that's what I'm talking about. It is a cluster in the AFC. Let's take a look at the East. It has 3 teams in contention. The Patriots 9-5, though they have lost 2 in a row. They lead the division. The Bills just behind at 7-6. They're on a 3-game win streak. The Dolphins, they lost today. Would have been a big opportunity for them to get that 8 win, to make it 8, like 9 wins, 8 wins, 7 wins, but they fall. So they are with the Bills at 7-6. Colts and Jets are out of it at 5-8. In the AFC West, it is as tight as any division can be, minus the Chargers. The Chiefs at 9-4. Seahawks have lost 3 in a row. That puts them at 7-5-1. The Raiders are 7-6. They've also lost 3 in a row. The Broncos are 7-6-1, and they beat the Seahawks. That's a big win for them, and gives the Chiefs a little extra clearance. The Chargers 4-9. The AFC Central is, as always, just a cluster, just an absolute cluster. The Ravens had the week off. They have won 3 in a row. They are 8-5 in the driver's seat. They lead the Bengals, who are 7-6, and the Browns, who are 7-6. Steelers, Titans, Jaguars, all 6-7. I would not count them out. Take a quick look here at week number 15. Cardinals are playing the Giants. That's an NFC East matchup. The Raiders are playing the Chargers. That's not great for me. The Falcons are playing the Colts. Also not great. The Bengals are playing the Jets. I don't think that's great. Broncos, Chiefs is probably one we're going to take a look at. Jags, Browns could be interesting. The Lions are out of it. Patriots, Bills is going to be a good one. Bucks, Bears, no. Dolphins, 49ers, no. Cowboys, Seahawks, okay. Packers, Titans, okay. Steelers, Ravens. Rams, Saints. Okay, so we actually have like a pretty good chunk of games. I was a little worried. We'll see. So most of those games are going to feature playoff contenders, and that's what I try to do here with about 3 weeks left in the season. Let me make sure that I save here, and I will make sure to save in save slot 2. Then I'll end the video. I will check the audio, and then I will save in save slot 1. There you go. So we don't have a kerfuffle like we did last time. While it is saving, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We ran a little long today. We had some really good games, really good matchups. We're coming towards the end of this this regular season, into the playoffs. With the kerfuffle and the issue that I had last week, we're going to end on the final Tuesday in November, I believe. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? No, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. The 28th of November will be the final episode of this season. And then we'll probably jump into NFL Fever next week, or maybe take a little break, because I kind of want to check out a bunch of different games in December, just as like a kind of a catch-up month. Maybe we come back on the 2nd of January. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I was thinking about it and kind of like how it lined up, and then I goofed up. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you next week for more NFL action right here on the channel. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Really appreciate you hanging out. Seems like people enjoy this. We'll be into NFL Fever next time, unless I find something else. And there's still time for that. Yeah, keep hanging out, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.